Okay. Are we not? Are we doing a wiggle thing? We still wiggling? Okay, we got it. It looks like we're good. All right. So today we're gonna do something a little different. Now, come over, come closer. Okay. So here's the thing. I am a licensed doctor, as you can see, clearly from the monocles. I mean, the little spectacles clearly state that I, Dr. Junkenstein, am a doctor. But do they know that I'm actually a doctor in psychology? That's right. So today, we're gonna find people, we're gonna listen to their stories. What do you think? I really don't know. I can't see the chat right now. Well, hold on. There we go. I hope we get more people today, because this will be very sad. Because I had a great idea, and that's why I just jumped on immediately. I'm like, oh, I got one! And this is what we're doing today. So, let's see what's going on. Okay. Best place. Now, okay, now first off, the best place to find any person with a troubled mind is, of course, at a pub. Well, pub. They call it the pub. You know, who asked you? Okay, yes. So, let's go find some people to help. Of course, when you go into these places, you have to mention that you're a licensed doctor, because if you don't, they'll think you're full of nonsense. Okay, there we go. For some reason, my right hand was being stupid. Okay, so we're gonna help people today. Okay. Go. All right, we got 3 people in here today. Woo! Usually it's a lot more. Don't worry. It's gonna cry a lot, huh? Okay, what am I stepping? How far back am I in my route? Oh, I'm pretty far back. That's my fault. That's my fault. Okay. So, me literally not knowing much about psychology. This is gonna be interesting. Ooh, so wiggly. Excuse me. Pardon me, coming through, licensed doctor. All right.
So he has no idea what he is. Hey, can you guys sandstorm?
All right. You, sir.
Fuck Junkrat. His damage is too high.
See, that's a person who's deeply disturbed, who I believe has a story. Hello.
Please.
Hello. How are you?
Hi.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you actually.
Good. I'm, as you can tell, I'm a licensed doctor, hence the monocles. And I'm looking for people who are deeply disturbed or have a story they want to tell me, and I'll listen to it. Do you have a story?
Actually, yeah.
All right, come follow me up to my office. Come to my office. Now, they put me on the top floor. I don't know why, but they put me all the way up here. It's like they want people to get their exercise when they come to me. I don't exactly know why. I mean, I don't deal with fat people. I usually deal with people who have problems and issues. All right, so it sounds like people are already in my office, but it's no problem. It's no problem. Oh, are you all here for the therapy session? Okay, we're just gonna do it right here. How's this sound? Have a seat. Where'd he go? All right, I'm gonna sit right next to you because the comfy couch over there is a little full. Okay. Hello, little one. All right, I'm sort of inside myself right now, but it's okay because I'm standing. Yeah. So, what is the story that you'd wish to share with me?
About how I lost my virginity.
One at a time.
So I really would like to share my story with you.
What's that?
But I don't understand. I don't understand one word what you're saying actually.
What I'm asking is, you said you had a story to share with me. This is our little psychology one-on-one section where people get to share their stories with me. So I need to know if there's something you want to share. Is there something on here you'd wish to share that no one else absolutely knows? Don't worry, I'm telling everybody.
Okay. You want a real story?
Yeah, give me a real story. Do it.
Okay. When I was 4 years old, I saw how my mother killed herself
Wow,
in the bathroom in front of me.
that's some heavy stuff.
You think this funny?
No, this is a serious moment. This is serious.
I'm never downloading this. He's like,
That's some serious
I
stuff.
did not laugh, but okay.
I don't know who did.
No, somebody laughed. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay, I have depressions. I tried 2 times to kill myself. Not succeeded.
up here, and they're just jumping around, throwing pillows at each other, spitting.
And yeah, it gives a lot to talk about it, actually.
It does. I can imagine. That's a lot to go through. So, inevitably, what would you say has brought you to like not wanting to do that type of thing?
Actually, the biggest thing that brings me to that point that I wanted to kill myself was that I saw how my mother killed herself with a gun and shot her in the face.
Mm-hmm.
Or
All right,
Stack
hold
on.
on. Let me go grab my phone. It's on the charger.
But what's keeping you
Okay.
going? I want to know. What's your drive?
Hopefully not this game.
It helps a lot of people, believe it or not.
Hey man, yeah, cool. Good talking to you.
please, when you don't take it serious, just fuck off.
Alright, take her now.
Yep.
Okay, and then we will start that my father says every time he sees me or hear him that I'm the biggest mistake in his life, his biggest disappointment,
Uh huh.
and you need to know that I'm 19 years old, I live on my own now since a half year.
Well, there you go.
Oh, it's a cigarette. I can't.
See, what you're doing is you're making strides to move your life forward, and that's a good thing to do. Instead of staying bottled in.
Actually, I want to kill myself.
Well, what about all the things you have to live for?
Wait, is it the same as your name on here?
Should I say what things that I have to live for?
Yeah. What do you have to live for? Who?
Nothing.
Nothing. You don't think your presence not being around won't affect someone around you?
Can I say you something?
Yes.
I have no friends, everybody hates me or ignores me. My family members, I have 2 siblings, and they are ignoring me too, and one of them are hating me.
Why would you say you have no friends?
Is the name of one of my characters on a different game.
Actually, it is true. I really don't have one.
Now, is that out of pushing people away because of your mental woes, or is it because it's hard to make friends?
You would be surprised.
It's hard and actually impossible to make friends.
Impossible. Now that's not true. See, you sat next to me this whole time, and you told me your life story.
Yeah.
And how hard was that to you? I mean, like I know it's a little easy because you don't know who the hell I am. Honestly, who knows who I am?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could be Dr. Phil with a really weird voice.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, you found a way to sit next to me and tell me something that was really deep and dark for you, and that takes courage. That's the type of courage that helps people move forward.
Actually, it's just why I can say you that is that I'm going to kill myself tonight,
Well, I don't recommend.
and you're not.
No, and here's why.
Why you're not?
You're an only. Let me explain it this way. You're 19. You have quite possibly 60 more years to live. All right, 60 more years to make your life better and more interesting and better for you. And that's
better for me? Suicide.
Well, no. But it make life better for you. And that's 60 years of experience you could build for yourself, a good mental fortitude to keep you going, and potential friends and family you could make in the future. Because remember, a lot of your friends can be so close, they can become your family.
Why do you need friends
Yeah.
if you want to suicide?
What?
Why do you need friends if you want to suicide?
Anyways, but that's what I'm saying. You are only 19. You're only 19. You have a long life ahead of you.
Oh yeah, my voice sounds like that over the internet.
And I believe.
Why I should?
What? Go
yeah.
ahead. Go ahead.
Why should I live more 60 years when I don't have something to live for?
Exactly.
You are not helping.
Could you please shut the fuck up?
Because you just started. Imagine playing a game of Mario and Hello. Oh my gosh. Imagine playing a game of Mario and dying on the first level and giving up. Right?
That's what I do.
Could you wait a minute? I'm blocking all people.
No problem.
Yeah, but there's regular
I want to
comics.
suicide, but can you help
It
me?
isn't easy being
I'm
green.
doing one person at a time. Yeah, there's a line. There's a line. This one's next.
I'll help you.
Yes, this is the reason why I want to.
This is why you don't do this in public lobbies.
I'm going to commit suicide.
And that's how you meet a person.
I want to hang myself up in toilet papers.
Wait,
Okay,
let's see
you
here.
want to commit tombstone.
What does this
So y'all
look
set?
like? What does this look like, Fred?
Okay, where?
Okay, so you said why
Do the dance emote.
continue doing it if you have nothing to do right now?
Do the dance
And
emote.
my rebuttal was, would
Yeah.
if you died on the first level of Mario, would you just give up like that, or you just keep going?
I want to see what it looks like when you sit down.
Okay, can I say you something where I mean really
Yeah,
honest?
yeah,
To be honest.
yeah. Go ahead.
Also, best explained I ever heard in my
But you
entire
don't
life.
say it.
And I was 2 years in a therapy,
Deformity ever.
Sit down.
in a session of therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry.
Okay.
Are you
Okay, wait, I'm blocking him. Wait.
This is ridiculous. Where are you going? Oh, wow. Going somewhere?
Okay.
I'm gonna give you
Let's go ahead.
I'm gonna give you this much real quick. This just so you know how much people care. I am currently streaming, and there are people that are supporting you to keep going right now.
Let's see here.
They want you to keep
For
going.
real?
For real. And I'm serious about that. Because that right there means these guys don't know who you are. I don't even know who you are. But the fact is you're only 19. You're only 19 and you're moving you have your future ahead of you. What did you go to school for? Are you in school or what are you doing?
One of us.
I'm actually zookeeper.
You're a zookeeper?
Running. We are immortal.
Yeah.
So you get to look at all the little animals every day?
One of us.
Actually, yeah.
One of
So
us.
what's your job as a zookeeper?
One of us.
Cleaning the cages
Huh?
from the animals. Petting the animals actually.
Do they get really excited when they see you?
Down syndrome, Alzheimer's.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
And
I
believe it or
think
not,
they
animals even have a little companionship thing with people as well. And I have proof. When my father passed away several years ago, I had a guinea
Yeah.
pig. This sounds silly. I had a guinea pig. And it was
Yeah.
my guinea pig. But I liked my dad a lot more. My dad passed away, and 2 days later that guinea pig passed away. He would not eat, he would not drink. As soon as my father passed away and never came back into the house, that guinea pig stopped doing everything he was doing. He missed my dad.
I have a guinea pig, it's a rabbit.
I miss you there.
Yeah, he missed my dad. I tried
Yeah,
holding him, it
but-
just wasn't the same thing. There's a lot of stuff that has to do it's a bigger world out there instead of what you want to confine yourself to. You don't know exactly who you affect.
But you hold the pig in home, right?
Yeah, I had him at home, I held him, but it didn't do anything. He just gave up. He gave up because he missed his favorite person.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the people, the animals that have it and that I take care of it
Yes,
are in the zoo, and
they rely on you though.
they have 6 other zookeepers. That
But you just
they
told
are-
me they get excited
it's-
when they see you.
Yeah, of course,
Yes.
because they think that I'm brought some food.
Well, of course they think you brought some food because you're a zookeeper. But they also get excited to see you
Can you
too.
bring me some
It might
food? I'm
not
hungry.
it might not seem it, but these creatures are actually attached to you too. Believe it or not, there was that I forgot her name. It was a gorilla at one point in time. I think she's still alive actually. She did sign language, and when Robin Williams passed away, she met this guy twice. When Robin Williams passed away, she was sad.
Actually, you know what a link you know what a lynx looks like?
Lynx. Yes.
You know what it is?
A lynx? Sort of.
Yeah.
It's from the cat family, right?
It's
Isn't that
a
a
big cat,
Pokemon?
yeah.
Yeah.
I thought that was a Pokemon.
We have two of them, two brothers that we rescue,
Uh-huh.
and we took care and feed it there by hand.
Mhm.
And they just jump at me and lick my face when
They love you.
Actually, you can say they love me, yeah.
Yeah. You know how many people get to play with a lynx? I can't name one person.
I
Serious.
had a Pokemon that had a similar name. I got to play with that a lot.
But you didn't get a chance to hold him.
I did. I had a Nintendo and I held that, and it was in the Nintendo.
Well, we're talking about
I-
a creature that came to him and held him and gave him love and kisses on the actual face.
I kissed the Nintendo.
Well, did the Nintendo kiss back?
What's happening here?
We're doing it's a
felt
little
like
I'm having a little couch thingy where I go over people and like listen to the stories. I'm a doctor, see, hence the monocles.
Ooh,
Yeah,
Junkrat. Hey,
yeah.
Can you do the live?
He
Okay.
said my-
Well, let's back to
Oh,
you.
that's crazy.
Thank you. So back to you. So,
Wow.
let's say you never went back to those lynxes. Do you think they'd be very sad missing you? And just think of all the
Actually, a bit.
Yes, they would be. And to think of all the potential animals you'll meet in the future that you'll positively affect. Jane Goodall surrounded herself with monkeys for most of her life. And when
Yeah.
she left, a lot of them were sad. Believe it or not.
I have
It
baby
does-
raccoons at home that I have to rescue and take care of them.
There you go. Your livelihood might not specifically affect a human being, but it could affect something even more so, like a creature. Or, if you're really into creatures, many creatures around you.
Okay, fuck that shit. You got me. Fuck.
There you go.
Oh man, I love you.
No problem. I want to see you grow up and be the best caretaker you can be. If not, be a zoo owner, damn it. Get yourself your own one. Have a whole bunch. Have as many creatures as you want surrounding you. If that's what gives you love, take it. Because if that makes you happy, use it.
Oh man, what's your Twitch name?
Actually, YouTube. It's Frosted Fricks on Twitch. I mean, Frosted Fricks on YouTube. Frosted Fricks on YouTube.
Frosted Fricks. Wait.
I remember being 23 in the same position as...
Okay, I got you. Wait. It was.
Oh shit, there you
Look,
are.
I write something in.
I saw it. Hey,
You
what's
saw it?
up? Yeah, I see it. It was nice talking to you. Thank you for the subscribe, by the way. It was really nice talking to you, man. And I want to see you. I want to see you get older. I want to see you do something with yourself because I believe in you. And people in my
Okay.
chat believe in you too. You can do it.
That's cute.
It's
I
true.
mean, look. Yeah, look. One of my biggest dreams was ever since I was, I think, 16,
Mhm.
was to grow up at YouTube. And you know what? That's the word high sensitivity says you something.
Say that again?
High sensitivity. Do you know what high sensitivity is by a human?
No, I don't. I do apologize.
Okay. Okay, let me try to explain. If something worse or something bad happens to you,
Hmm?
then something really bad, then it is gonna be. I'm gonna be more sad, 10 times sadder than you will be in
Oh,
the.
A heightened
exact same,
sensitivity is what you said, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
exactly.
that's it was hard to understand, so I do apologize.
No, I'm German, so I'm sorry.
That makes sense.
No, don't apologize for you listening, my dude.
Exactly. This is actually one of the guys that might be in my chat right now, Bungalow Fury.
I actually am. I'm under a different name though, so.
And he's been watching this whole thing. And now he's here.
I actually came in about 5-10 minutes ago.
Well, you've been
So,
watching
you wanna
most of it
help with
then.
This? Like, yeah. Oh hell yeah then.
So he's one of the supporters. He's one of the people that believe in you.
I'm there as well too now, yeet.
Yeah. This little lolly
I could-
person's there now.
Actually, I could cry right now.
Oh, I wish I could give you a real hug.
Well, don't hold back.
Yeah.
Virtual
come,
hugs
come here,
is
bro.
just as
Here we go.
best.
Let's do this. Let's do this. Bang.
Fucking group hug.
You got this. You got this.
Yeah.
You're gonna be the best person you
Be the
can
best
be.
You can be, my guy.
I don't have
Yeah,
VR,
that's
but
right,
just,
so.
just imagine.
And this was this
What's your Steam name?
my Steam. I should be the same name as you see right here.
I'll try to add you when it's
Alright.
okay for you.
That's not a problem.
Yes, you are. Feel bad.
I'm really glad
Okay, wait.
I actually just jumped on. If I hadn't jumped on, it was just an idea. I came up with an idea just to. Honestly, it was just me to screw around. But I'm glad I found you.
Yeah, I'm glad that you found me.
So you gonna make it. You gonna make it. I believe in you.
Yeah.
Come to my one.
You
He
believe
believes
me?
in you. This
Yeah.
person right here believes in you. This little fox creature believes in you now. I have my
Okay,
buddy.
I have to say
Believe in
something.
the us that believes in the you, my dude.
Yes.
Don't mind me ripping
Okay,
off your
thank you,
Lagan, but I
guys.
feel like that's a good.
It
vote of
works. It
confidence
works.
there. It works. It does work.
Do you have Discord or something like
I
this?
do have a Discord. My buddy's gonna drop Discord. Max, he's been in the
Yeah, I
chat.
was about to say you need
Pops
to drop
been
a
in the chat?
Discord link because I've been trying to get into that Discord, but I have not seen a link.
My
anywhere.
Discord should be
The
dropped in
Discord
the
is
chat.
like the best thing ever.
Yo,
except
Demkeys,
just
could you drop a
beware
Discord
I
link in the
post,
chat
like,
then,
way
please?
too many memes there.
Could you drop it in the chat for me? He's got it. All right. Oh, Lynx, you were here. Gosh. How you doing, man? I must have missed you. I feel bad. Sorry about that.
Oh no, yeah, he came in and around the time that I did, I think.
Oh, he's cool people. He's one of the only people here that have met me live.
Oh hell yeah.
Yeah, there's a picture of us on my Instagram.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
You, I think because of your avatar, you play Overwatch as well, right?
Oh yes, I definitely do. And you can take a quick hint of who I might be a guy that I like to play.
He's a
I'm pretty sure it's
Baramain.
Brigitte.
Baramain.
I'm pretty sure he's a Brigitte main.
No, you missed it. I'm a Hanzo main.
Oh shit.
100%.
So close.
You know, I say aiming's overrated. It's full of poop.
Mean.
Look, hey,
Yeah.
look.
Oh dude.
I would love to play some Overwatch round review and talk privacy.
Yeah.
Without them. No offense towards you, but I mean it gives some pretty private shit.
Yeah, no problem.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah, don't
it's
worry about it, man.
gonna be in the future at some point in time. I have plans to do this for the rest of the night, but no problem.
I am
If
down
you-
with this.
If you follow
I'm
on the
fucking down with
Discord,
this.
you guys will be able to keep up with all the conversation communication we have. Because we try, it's like, I usually like,
Conversation, all the memes.
yeah, this guy drops memes 24/7.
Yeah, I
just
just
like
wanted to be the. I wanted to be.
I
ranked
have a
number one,
I have
and
a
am
section
ranked
in my
number
Discord
one.
for that.
Oh, sick! I'm gonna drop this one video that is just gonna be so nice for that. Yo, where's
Okay.
where's this offensive meme thing at now? Collabs, music, miscellaneous.
It's gonna be on the
Dark
left.
humor.
It's gonna be
Dark
dark
humor.
humor.
Very bottom.
Is it dark? I
Yeah,
found it.
That's more of a NSFW one. It was the NSFW channel, but then I'm like, oh, do we want that many boobs on our channel though? More so dicks.
Come on now.
Yeah, why can't I drop it? Why can't I drop?
Oh,
this
you got
video
it.
in?
I
Yo,
think what I think.
Yeah,
we-
you might need to be a certain level.
Yeah, I think you gotta be like
Oh,
level
son of-
1,
No, it's
1
fine.
or 3,
Yeah, how
I
do
think
that
it's
then?
level
Don't-
2.
level 2.
Okay.
Yeah,
Just
how
start
come
talking in the
level-
chat.
I'm not
Level.
sure.
I-
It was. Here, I have
You
this
know.
up right now.
I think you have to talk in the chat a little bit.
Some people. 8,000 subs.
Talk in the chat for
But I have one last question.
Yes.
Did you expected that to be my story?
I did not
Oh,
expect
hey,
that to be your
like
story.
that doesn't
I
work.
was-
You
I
have
was
to-
sorta
you can
half
only get
expecting someone to be
UXP once
trolling
every
me,
minute,
but
and,
I
so
wasn't
you
sure
have to
what
wait
to
a minute
expect
before sending
because
a message
I've
for the
learned
account.
through life,
Wow, really?
I always expect the
Yeah.
unexpected. That's pretty much what I'm trying to
Oh,
say.
I need to hack Discord.
Never judge a book
Yeah.
before you read it, because you never know if it's gonna be Ready Player One. That was a good book. Sorry.
Exactly.
Yeah. So,
Oh shit, I want a sandwich so bad.
pumpernickel bread. That's what you want.
I got no bread. I got no
Is
bread.
that
What
the
is it?
real frosted?
It is, Memes. How you doing?
No, I'm pretty sure this is a fake one.
My boy.
What's good?
Nothing much.
Christina.
Off of work.
We're gonna do this. We're
Living
gonna
the
do this.
life.
Who can hold it in front of their face for longer? Oh, we gotta switch hands now.
Don't let them.
Bring it in.
Oh my god.
Bring it in.
Freaks?
Bring in the hugs.
I'll be taking bits. I'll
No,
be taking
come on.
bits.
There we go. Yeah, hugs.
Give 'em-
Little hugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. There you go, dude. There you go.
I got them breadsticks.
You got
I
them
my
breadsticks?
boy.
Oh wait, that's right. You work at the Olive Garden. We're gonna have to.
Hells
You're
yes,
gonna
my
have to
boy.
start. You're gonna be in Massachusetts soon. You're just gonna have to FedEx me them breadsticks then.
I will, yeah. I don't know how that's gonna go down.
They're gonna be pretty stale by the time I get them. But I mean, I'll,
They're gonna be like,
Okay, friends. I am going to bed. It's 3 a.m. and I'm
You'd be
about
so
to fucking
confused.
die of sleep deprivation.
all right, dude.
So,
Bye,
good night,
Carnally.
people.
You have a good
Have a
night,
good
baby.
night.
And I'm gonna get you too.
I wanted to die. What?
Braxy, you've been really quiet. I'm not sure it's because you don't got a mic.
Hey, friends.
Huh?
I just have a lot of background noise. My mic picks up a lot of
I
background
got this up.
noise.
Oh, I don't hear a thing.
World.
It's fine.
I'm surprised you guys can't hear my air conditioner in the back. If I didn't have that thing plugged in, I'd be dying of heat.
On it.
It's all humidity up
Yeah,
here.
it does. It's
Yeah.
cute.
What is your battle tag?
Actually, that I don't know. It's Frosted Frick's numbered numbers. That one I'm not sure 110%. Do you know?
If you want to find his battle tag, it occasionally appears on the stream for half a second. That's how I friended him.
That's very true. I'm terrible at keeping things a secret. What is...
Okay, I sent you a friend request at Steam, so
Okay.
could you accept them this later?
Yeah, I will definitely accept it later. Did someone just try to call me on Discord?
Oh my god.
I think someone just tried to call me on Discord. That's weird. Night, Poppin'. Thank you for joining. Yo, Jim. So, that was. I'm really glad. I'm actually really glad you talked to me. That made me happy.
Frosted, I'm sorry, it was me. I did that.
He pranked me.
Oh, you
Too.
called. I'm like hearing.
No, it's this.
It's his
Oh!
He has an emote that's linked with the sound.
Yeah, you just
So-
freaked me the hell. I'm like, God, Discord.
Yeah. Yeah. The fucking.
See, I told you everybody would get a kick out of it.
It was good. You got me.
It's a good meme. I thought you were gonna do something else, and I was like, no, come on. Now.
Sir. Sir.
Oh my god,
Sir.
what the
Sir.
fuck?
Sir.
What the heck is that?
I'm not sure. If Men in Black taught me anything, that was a Bolchinian.
Oh my god. I mean, I have my avatar select so that way I don't lag like hell.
Look at that.
I was
I'm
like,
pretty
I'm
sure
gonna
that's
do that.
Sloth from the Goonies after
You
gaining
said
a few
a
pounds.
word.
Oh yeah, it definitely
You're
looks
gonna
like
give me
Sloth.
20.
No.
Okay.
I refuse. You
In
can't.
actuality, I think it was a boomer from Left 4 Dead 2.
It did, but it's missing the girth. It was like a deflated boomer.
Alright, so what are we doing, Fricks?
Well, my plan today, you with your legs. My plan today was to meet random people. By the way,
Kinda
he has
use
your avatar right now.
Oh no, yeah, he does that all the
two
time.
of
He
them.
pranked one of my
This
friends.
is getting out of hand. No, there's
yesterday,
two of them.
and she thought that it was me. And it freaked her the fuck out.
So the plan
We're
is.
brothers.
Yeah, we're twins. You can't tell the difference.
Here, I'll do the thinnest bundle
Really?
of shit.
I just found out
Squat,
you
squat.
YT I'm out. I just found out you stream.
Yeah. Oh, he does.
Huh?
My moderator looked up your stuff. I found out you stream.
Yeah, I stream sometimes. Yeah.
You stream on YouTube or you stream on Twitch?
on YouTube.
Awesome. It's a tricky platform. I can definitely tell you that much. Boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom.
I
So,
hate YouTube.
so,
It's so hard.
so my objective today is because I am a doctor, licensed. I think somewhere around here. It's the glasses. It's the glasses.
Okay, what kind of a doctor are you? Because you can get a doctorate at anything nowadays.
Well, I mean, I have a friend who has a doctorate in a drumming.
He's a podiatrist.
Yeah, I'm a vaginatrist. What?
Podiatrist. Goddamn it, you're making me tongue twist.
It's one step below a vaginaquism.
Oh my goodness. How's it going?
Look in
Who there?
Briggs.
Oh my god, that's
What's
loud.
that?
Look in your chat.
Looking at it right now. Does that mean?
Oh,
Recently streamed Overwatch. Oh, look at you!
So, alright, there's the Discord. Yeah.
So,
oh my god.
So I
Hey,
think the
you
problem I was
need
having with
to
my internet was
invest
actually
in
Steam
some
VR, because Steam VR
OVR
updated,
drop.
and as soon as I got in this game, everything started downloading fast. So it might have been Steam VR that was messing me over.
You know what I found out was
'Cause
messing me up?
everyone's loaded in now. I just now got in here. Everyone's already loaded.
You know what I found out was just messing me up?
Hi,
I needed
me.
I needed to reboot my whole system because Oculus had an update.
Oh yeah, they had an update yesterday, and then
That really jacked up my
Steam VR
that really jacked up my
you.
LA Noir case files thing I played yesterday. No one showed up to.
Look, hey, look.
Hey,
look
I
at me,
was being
please,
held
please,
hostage
please.
in a candy factory.
It's very important, okay? You're a raccoon.
I was
I have
working on
baby
it.
cats.
Love this avatar. It's so cute. It's so cute.
Back away.
So, our plan
so
today.
maybe
Oh, go ahead.
Oh no, I didn't forget what I was talking about. That's good.
Oh, my plan today was I was going to meet new people. We're going to learn about their stories, and because I'm a doctor, we're going to talk to them. But you can see I'm professional because of the spectacles.
He's a podiatrist.
Yeah, vaginatrist, whatever you
I
say.
think you're that kind of doctor there.
I am.
I see no flaws in that plan. I see absolutely no flaws in that plan.
There's nothing wrong
If
with
Junkrat has a doctorate in anything, it's in engineering.
Exactly.
Well,
There you
doctor,
go.
It all started when I was 3.
And if it didn't, if it didn't deserve a penis, I wouldn't have sewn it to it. But
What?
Hey, Funky.
Yeah, what's up?
I keep changing avatars.
I know.
say hi.
I know. It's okay.
Connection's so bad.
Where did that even come
Fire
from?
Crash, what's up? It was off of a comic I read. It was a comic I read and I thought it was funny.
Holy fucking shit.
That's so funny.
What fixed my Oculus?
Wait.
I'm disappointed in you.
Why are you
Wait.
disturbing this
Edge is so,
Excuse
so
me.
great. I love it.
How old are you?
Yeah.
Get out, yeah. Get better.
I lost count after 8.
You lost count after 8?
Do the server stream.
Yeah.
Go away, please go away. You're a pervert. Go away, or I punch the fucking shit out of you. Go away.
So what are you doing in here? I'm doing a thing where I'm meeting new people. You got a story you want to share with me?
Nah, that's not joking. You.
I don't
You're
know.
destroying her.
You don't know. I mean, you don't have any.
Destroying it.
You can literally tell me a story about
One
real life.
minute,
Just let it leave.
I was in a computer, and then
But
it was
wait,
black.
wait.
There was
Hello.
a
Look at
blue
me. Last time,
screen,
okay?
and then I was out here.
Wait.
And I don't know
So you-
where here
Nah, I
is.
So you're telling me the computer sucked you in?
Something. Well, you have to look me in the eyes.
I don't. I
Your
gotta
beautiful
spit me
eyes.
out.
It spit you out. Now you're a little chibi girl.
Oh boy.
I got your Discord.
Okay.
So like any outside of that, you got any other stories you want to share with me?
Hey.
We're working on it.
You
I
working
think.
on it? You working on a
We're
story?
working on it. Yeah.
The story is never
We're
finished.
working on something.
Oh, what are you working on?
I don't know. Whatever happens, I suppose. Life's an adventure. I've never felt before. It's weird.
Life is weird, isn't it? So,
Yes.
yeah. So, Lost Road. Lost Road. I'm sorry, I read that weird. I'm like, Lost Road. So. What would you say you were doing before you got into before you got sucked into the computer?
if I remember, it didn't have a body, and everything didn't have textures, and there was something about dungeons and amulets and press Y for yes and for no and quitting and things. Probably how I got the name, but I don't know.
Were you a video game character before you jumped into the game?
I think so.
You think so?
But I don't remember graphics or anything. Just text.
Just text?
Lots and lots of text.
Hold up, you two, I haven't.
Wait, you were a choose your own adventure game?
So weird. It's so weird.
It's so weird. It was an RPG game. There was levels and things.
Everything's loading so fast. Weird. It's so weird.
No textures, just all text and things. Like the walls were text, the floors were text. I was a text.
Are you serious?
And
then Steam
people had to put like commands in for me to do anything.
Download that.
It's sort of like, sounds like Dungeons and Dragons to me. Like old school Dungeons and Dragons for the Commodore, like Commodore 64 type of thing. Well,
Some like it, sir.
Did you update your stuff?
I mean, there was Dungeons and there was, I think, a dragon, but I don't think it was Dungeons and Dragons. Similar though, I think.
Similar though.
I think.
But it was a text. It sounds like you were in a text-based adventure game.
Tiny people. Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel right.
We demand head taps.
I'm trying to think of what. Text-based adventure you'd be in. There was a dungeon. There was a dragon. What do you guys think in chat?
Thought the thing I think dumb.
Wait, I hear Wanda.
Too far.
There she is.
My boundary.
Wanda!
Hear you, you're way down there.
No, it's build 570 still.
Hey, Fritz wants you.
I think they changed the. Oh, wait, what? Hi.
I'm taller than you now.
Hey, Fritz, you want to see something pretty?
Hey,
I
Doc.
can't, you're really tall for me.
Said I'm petting you. Yes.
Bricks.
Yes. Yes.
I'm
Yes.
I'm gonna take one of these real quick. Thank you.
This feels wrong.
What's he want?
It feels wrong.
Hey.
Yeah.
Steal your grenade. He's gonna blow somebody up.
Did you look Naruto?
Everything works.
Do I like Naruto?
Hey, wait.
Yeah.
It was pretty good right up until they did my boy Jiraiya, and then I got upset. Hey.
I just watched your friends did
I
something
didn't
last
understand
time.
you. It's so fucking loud.
It is loud. I said, hold on.
Yeah. I'm not taking any chances.
I'm jealous.
I enjoyed it right up until my boy Jiraiya went out. And then I was upset.
It's the same internet I've always had.
Can't take my boy Jiraiya out like that. That made me sad. Fun
I think I'm
fact.
going to sleep right now.
You gonna sit? Alright, have a sit.
I feel
Okay,
dirty.
no, sleep.
Oh, you gonna go to sleep? Well then you have a good
Yeah.
night's sleep.
You've cheated.
Can I get a hug?
Yeah, come on, bring it in. Let's get that in there. Yeah.
You've become a god
You
among
have a
Okay,
good day
good night.
tomorrow, alright? Wake up bright and early and get
Yeah,
the
of
day
course.
started. And feed those
Yeah.
lynxes, they love you.
Of course. Okay, then let's play later or in the week some Overwatch, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then have a good stream, everybody.
You too.
And
You have a good night.
Have a good night. Ah, he's already gone.
Bye.
This feels so dirty, Fricks. This feels dirty.
What?
Smallers.
Downloading things so fast. I don't know what. It doesn't feel right. It feels weird.
Okay,
What?
I'm sorry,
Wait,
but I have to do this. You just
Pop.
keep getting in people's
Max,
faces.
why do you have a pillow?
I can't help it, Max.
Are you standing underneath the airplane right now?
Here, hold up. No, I haven't.
My avatar list shouldn't be coming.
Oh, okay. Does anyone know what happened to Mimi?
There it is.
No.
She's right. Oh,
Mimi.
I thought.
She was just here and then she disappeared.
Well, a lot of people have been having like problems with getting sent back to home world.
She might be down. I'll see if she's still here.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a look. Once I look at the right friend list.
It's so tiny.
Well, don't die.
Oh, Mimi's not
Is
here.
that better? I turned off the air conditioning.
That's fine. I just said don't die though. If you're getting hot, get it cooled down. I got my air conditioning on, but
okay.
it's,
No,
I'm not
it's
sure if
okay.
you guys can hear it at all.
No, we can't hear it. Oh, I can't hear it.
Dominic's Han and Dirpo Time.
It's adorable.
Hi, your first stream. Well, I'm glad you're here, dude. We're trying to meet new and exciting people, right, Magic?
I'm glad you're here.
Yeah.
What about what?
We're gonna meet new and exciting people, and we're gonna learn about their stories. And that's the thing today, because as Uber knows, because speaking from experience, I am a doctor, and we're here to help people.
A pretty damn good one.
Damn right.
I have a doctorate in art history.
I'm sorry.
What's your question?
A little bit.
We're gonna find. I knew we'd find someone in a pug. As I said.
Too much mascara.
Just say it out loud.
Nee, moest je hem dan altijd een keer verstoken of something?
Hey, you.
There is no escape.
There is no escape. I thought you were a different person because you were up there and you just respawned like the person you are.
I mean, it's a shortcut. Life's all about taking shortcuts.
What is with all the portals?
I don't know. There must have been an update or something that makes it so they don't despawn or something like
That's
a glitch.
Stupid.
Okay, you know what? I just gotta figure it out.
Oi.
Hi.
What's up?
Hallo.
What's good?
Oh my god.
Yeah, you do.
Doing good. How about you? Wait, I need to bro fist this thing right now.
It's not a bro fist. It's not a bro fist.
It looks like a damn bro fist. What are you doing? Where the fucking fist going? What is that? A wave?
It's the Riot Games logo.
It looks like this. It looks like this. It looks just like this.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people.
Oh shit.
Actually
What
retarded,
the
dude.
fuck you touching him? What the fuck you touching him?
No, that's not touching him.
You have like
This.
the best impression. Dude.
This.
Oh yeah. This is
Yeah.
touching. Alright, let me just
Dude,
touch
your
my
laugh
screen and
is
touch you in
amazing.
many
Thank you.
places.
So, my thing
Oh my
today.
god, with that voice too, that sounds so fucking creepy.
I'm doing something today, and now I'm meeting new people, and I want to know if they have a story to share with me. I'm open to any type of story, whether it be real or metaphysical.
Max, man, I chose to.
I got a real story.
Real story. Okay, let's hear it.
Alright, so in California, when I was with my cousin dared me to close my eyes for 5 seconds while I was on the edge of the cliff. I did it, and I nearly fell off the cliff when I was hanging onto a branch. And then my cousin tried to help me by putting his hand down and trying to grab me. In the process, he also fell down and was hanging onto my leg.
Oh God! How did you get out?
Where the story ends? Are you still on that cliff?
No, that's not where the story ends. We
Okay.
eventually fell off the cliff, and we managed to survive barely. So yeah.
How far was this fall?
That's also the reason why I have to wear glasses now. It hurt my eyes.
Oh, jeez. How far was this fall?
I don't know. It was like a 20-foot fall or something.
Hey, motherfucker, you in the wrong game, bitch.
I'm in wherever I feel like being in.
What do you mean?
Well, yeah, no, that's.
Why do you sound like Junkrat?
By that logic, I'm both.
Why do you sound like Junkrat? I just realized your voice is Junkrat.
That's because he is Junkrat. He is the personification.
Okay, now that sounded like the Joker's laugh.
It was close, but he has more of a deeper voice.
Okay, time for some voice
Manipulation. Alright, my dude, how's your day been? Alright, my dude. This is my, I don't know what you would call this.
He wants to go higher. He wants to go higher.
It sounds like an Igor, it sounds like an Igor chipmunk.
You're not gonna out high me. Shit. You are never gonna out high. Down here. Look down. Look.
Shameful.
You gotta look down.
I
You
don't
gotta
think
look
it's
down.
the way
Oh,
you
it
gotta
take
go.
it
You
takes.
have
You had a picture frame pet you.
I'm right here. Now we're talking. Now we're talking higher pitched voices.
Hello, nurse.
Hello.
Still isn't loaded.
Pues yo no quiero hablar contigo.
I'm sorry,
I'm just tiny and adorable. Dark Wolf, what's up? I'm gonna get back to my. I gotta get back to my doctor. I gotta get back
The
in.
only thing I could see tiny about you is something, but
I gotta get back into my
I
doctor's
can't see
outfit.
something that is non-existent about you.
Very true.
My other account is literally Crimson the Witch. Hey.
I'm sorry, but that means we're gonna have to burn you, because burn the
Oh, I
witch.
can't take you.
Sorry.
Wait, Magic. Are you Ebe?
No, it's Aya Travis from my father.
Oh shoot, I was in the right area too. God damn it. I knew it was a pixel horror game. God damn it. I'm gonna go.
RPG.
I'm gonna jump myself through a window.
He needs medical attention.
Apparently. I
What?
didn't even realize it.
All right, turn your head and cough.
Apparently, I need medical attention.
Don't worry, it's the metal hand, so it's gonna hurt a lot more.
Show me on this realistic doll where the man touched you.
Wanda,
Right here.
you're all pink now.
Oh my god.
So there's a demon lurking in the bathroom.
There's a demon lurking in the bathroom. Maybe that demon has.
Get him, doctor.
I made sure not to aim for the face.
Demon?
God, boss fight, boss fight, boss fight.
Demon?
Okay, so Max, when she did that, she was
Demon?
at an angle. I thought you were like peeing it out.
He respawned.
Oh. Well, that's no fun. I think he would have had a cooler story, don't you think? I think this guy's hanging off of cliffs out here. That was cool, but it's scary at the same time. I can't even imagine falling that far.
Very disappointed. No one wants to die.
He's
No.
behind you.
I'm sorry. It's what my parents
Doc.
Magic Doge. Magic Doge.
Oh shit!
Do you have a story? Do you have a story? Man?
I don't even go out that
Yeah,
much. So
I'll
my
keep
stuff
track
is
and tell you where he's
useless.
at. He's behind you.
That is very interesting. Oh, he can disappear.
Behind me.
So they're not
Wasn't that good?
I'm following you with my cursor, so I always know where you're at.
Oh, I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
Hopefully this thing's
He's
still
cheating, but he's got it.
TR.
What are you trying to do? Pick up all the ladies out
I
here?
just knocked down one of my base stations. That hit me in the head too.
Oh sh! Oof to the 10th degree.
Looks like it's working again, but I'm not going to lean up against that wall anymore.
Wait. What? Sister Fister. What? Haven't used Chrome in years. Sorry about the unfinished messages. Accidentally sent them early. No, it happens. Wait, what was the
Hey,
question?
Doc. You see your friend Bungalow?
Yeah.
You don't see. Wait, hold on. Somebody has a friend? What do you mean? I don't have friends.
Wow, fuck you too, Bungalow.
Someone is causing uber lag here.
Here.
Me too.
I think it's because of all the portals. Let's hop to a new one.
Hey, Bungalow. Look above my
The portals aren't going away.
Yeah, I think that's weird.
Yeah, I remember when VR Chat used to do that.
Problem. So let's litter more.
Exactly.
VR
See.
Chat used to do that.
Let's watch the world burn.
All right. So here's my idea. We're gonna make a public lobby. We're all gonna go into it, and as people come to the door, I'm gonna offer free listening advice.
I know, what you gotta do
Get
is
ready.
offer it for 5 cents. Capitalism.
Oh, you're right in
Get
my
ready for
spot.
some weird stories. You're gonna get all kinds.
I love weird stories. The weirder, the better.
Wow.
I find people's stories quite interesting. Uberlag, yeah. What's with the watch time today? We got, like the last few days has been pretty poop for watch. I don't know why. All right. Well, get my position. Oh.
Well, I'm gonna tend the bar then, I guess. Actually,
God,
it's
I'm too
usually
small.
bartenders who give out sagely advice in sitcoms. If you're asking people for their stories, you should be tending the bar.
Very
Why did you
true.
go to an empty pug?
You went into an empty
But-
pug?
We're doing it on purpose because I want people to latch onto this thing, and we're gonna catch them at the front door.
Excuse me, sir.
Oh my god.
This
It
is
should be
the
taller
employees
than-
only section.
So now we just play the waiting game, I guess?
Yes, now we play the waiting game. It doesn't take too long. Usually takes a few minutes, but then they start coming in. I'm not sure where that blue is coming. Oh, it's this thing. Okay. It actually is reflecting onto.
Yeah, I was too sure. You weren't even loading when you were trying to pat me on the head earlier.
But I got the
I
pad
just
in.
had this blue thing patting the air above me.
But I got that pad in. I did.
Yee. I took fluffy like that. I love it.
I got a cup.
How are we gonna get more people in here? Hold on.
Respawn.
Hold on. I gotta clean my
Well,
lens.
Hi, welcome to Chili's.
I gotta clean my lenses. Oh, see, someone's already coming in.
Hey.
Hey, new person.
This is my bar. I say he gets served.
We got 2 people. Hey, you. You got a microphone?
You strange pink-haired.
Hi.
Hi. So,
Hi.
you stepped into an interesting area. I am here to ask you If you have a story you'd like to share with me, I'm streaming right now, and everyone's interested in people's stories on here. So, do you have a story, either real life or fictional?
Yes, it is.
The cover charge is 1 story, by the way.
I don't have a story.
You don't have a story? Nothing that happened to you in your whole life?
Yeah, I cannot speak English well.
Well, that's fine. I'm not going to pressure you, so you may enter.
We have a cover charge, 1 story, 3 drink minimum.
At least 3 drinks. You're gonna have to get the drinks off of him. If you can't,
You can see the kitchen. And
you said that.
Is free, but you need to buy at least 3 drinks.
Okay, that's. No, I'm like.
There's a kitchen over here. You can see through the doors.
Oh yeah, through the doors.
You can go right on in. My hands died, but you can go right on in. You, I have a question. Do you have a microphone? No? Damn. This one can't talk. And I don't want to pressure that one at the front door. And my hand,
Maybe
look at
they
this.
Can make a story with gestures.
It's mine,
Maybe
sucker.
they can make a story with gestures. Can you make a story with gestures?
Can you mime with your hands?
No, they're on desktop, I think.
Oh, no. Tiga!
Yeah.
Do you have a microphone? Don't you run away from me. Do you have a microphone? Yeah? I'm not sure if you're, like, trying to do squats or... Okay, so here... Excuse me. My arm's on the fritz right now because my controller's dead, but... I need to know if you have a story you'd like to share with me. Either a life one or a fictional one. I'll listen to them all. Because I'm a doctor, see?
Oh, hello, Rolf. You say hi to me, right? Hello.
Yeah. Hi.
Don't you run from me!
Thank you, Kirito. That cake was really good.
I need to replace the battery in my controller, and I might fuck up my whole system. This is gonna be great. Okay, here we go.
You should be fine. You should be fine.
Wait.
Bungo, you don't know nothing. You're
Cat,
just a falcon,
do you
man.
love me? We love everybody.
No.
Myrtle the turtle. Holy cow, what's up? I'm glad you're here. I gotta replace a battery in my hand, or else I can't point with my other hand. See, look at this. I have a handicap.
Who needs to point?
And
Wait, so you're saying that magnet has your arm nailed to the invisible metal bar? And you can't move it because of magnet right now?
The irony is that this is the mechanical arm, and the batteries are dead in that controller.
Exactly.
Yeah, that metal bar's not moving.
So the metal bar is actually stuck to your arm, and you can't move it.
Right. Give me a second here. I got batteries around here somewhere.
Fan.
Oof.
Look, literally right behind me.
It's just staying there.
Okay, arm. Whatever, dude.
Your arm is possessed.
This game's been blocking people like by default.
Oh, it's just a software glitch.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
If people end up getting blocked and then unblocked and then they go to another world, the person that originally blocked the person
yeah, I've been having that issue with lots of my friends.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. I know some of you had like the
At least
friend
I
they
know.
always spend
I
time
at least
with.
know though, like how
I
it
think they got
triggers.
hacked though because a lot of the friends disappeared from their list.
Okay. I got my arm back. Yes.
Yeah.
How to replace?
You disabled the metal pole.
Yes, it was the singularity on the arm was really hard.
Is apparently blocked.
Who is?
I mean, you should have them blocked though because they used to basically stalk the stream.
Oh.
And some other people, but it's green.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Me like apparently some guy was like, "Oh man, Frosted has to be blocked."
Some kind of
get him unblocked.
Oh, thank you. I just punched myself in the face. Do you have a microphone? Yeah? Oh, cool. I am disappearing. Okay. Now, okay. Here's a question I have. I've been going to everybody because see, I'm a doctor, and I'm here to listen to your stories. So I have a question for you. I'm just gonna turn this way. It's gonna look weird because I gotta turn around. There we go. Thank you for the subscribe. Okay. So my question to you is, do you have a story you'd like to share with me? Either real life or it could be fictional. Whatever you want to share with me. I want to hear your story. It can literally be anything for any topic.
It's an art history.
Listen here. Van Gogh was a master. I did get rejected. That's some shit right there.
Autism. Why you gotta be so mean? Share a story with the man.
Oh, he's talking now. Okay, you got you got a story?
It's a really short story.
All right, come with me to my office. It's a very short office. Okay, go ahead.
Also, isn't a
All
very
right, so
secure
one
office,
time,
so we're all gonna be watching and listening.
I did meth for 9 years. The end.
Wow. Well, the good news there's a good ending to that story.
Well,
is
he
he
said did.
Did. Yes. There was a good ending to that story. He said did, past tense.
Yeah.
What was
Well,
that?
I guess if it was for the previous 9 years and he was still doing it, it would still be did though.
Would you like some more?
New stuff, but anyways, I gotta go now. Oh, Myrtle, okay, you have a good night. All right, you Ace 9853.
Yo.
Do you have a mic then?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have a story you'd like to share with me?
Well, unfortunately, by entering this bar, you're now
no,
contractually obligated to.
No,
share a
I'm
story.
saying what I'm doing is I want to listen to people's stories, either it be real life or fake. If you have a story, I'd like to listen to it because I have an audience that's interested in you.
All right.
Go ahead.
So, all right, it's gonna be a weak story, guys.
Do it.
So my friend, right? He didn't really smoke weed at the time, and he hit me up because he tried it for the first time and he didn't feel anything. So me, him, and a buddy go to an abandoned house, right? We pass around a joint and like a blunt. This is like his second time smoking. So he gets fucking like blasted, and he's like on the way home. He tries like breaking into a bank and stuff.
What?
Yeah.
So I mean, he wasn't too successful, I'm guessing.
Right.
Did he get in trouble though?
No. It was like really late, and he just like tried to like open the doors really, like hard.
Oh jeez. He must have been out of it.
All right.
You got one.
I gotta redeem myself. I have to redeem myself because my first one was just lame. Okay, so probably about 5 years ago. 5 years ago, my buddy was like 2 hours away in college, and I texted him. I was like, "Yo, are you coming home this weekend?" He's like, "Nah, I'm broke. You know, living that college life. Can't make it." So I'm cruising around my town, going to the local like hangout spot, just hanging out with some friends, and I look over, and here's his truck pulling up. I'm like, "Dude, what the fuck? You said you weren't coming home because you don't have any money." And we go walk away from the group. He's like, "Yeah, I gotta tell you something." I was like, "All right, what's up?" He goes, "So I didn't have money, but I did something that made me some money." I was like, "All right, you gotta tell me this." And he goes, "Well,
okay.
The dorms are co-ed. The dorms are co-ed. And my next door neighbor knocked on my door, and she's like."
He's telling a
I
story,
know
man.
my
Come on.
story. That was rude.
I don't even know what happened.
Anyways, so I'm about to not be able to hear you.
Oh?
Alright, anyways,
Continue.
So, his next door neighbor knocked on his door, and she's like, "Hey, I heard you on the phone earlier that, you were needing some cash."
Okay.
Like, "Yeah, do you need me to, like, clean your freaking dorm or, like, move something?" She's like, "I want to sit on your face, and I'll give you $20. And more of the story is, $20 is $20. What's even worse is she was... Hang on. It gets better.
Go on.
I was like, "Well, was she at least good looking?" He's like, I'm a bigger guy. I'm a little fluffy." He's like, "She's bigger than you." I was like, and since then, whenever anyone says $20, we all go to my buddy and say, "Hey, what's the best way to get $20?
Wow. That's a really interesting story.
I blocked him so I could talk to her about what's going on.
That's a really interesting story, actually.
If you ask anything, I've lost.
Hey, you need to get Jeffy to tell a story.
Wait, who?
No, I'm talking about that fan of everything. I
Oh,
blocked him. So
I have no. I don't know who you're talking about. What? No, there is no subject. That's the best part. Is you tell me a story because I purposely started. By the way, I'm streaming. I purposely started streaming today.
Oh yeah, I can tell.
Because I wanted to hear people's stories so badly today, and I jumped on my computer. I'm like, this is a brilliant idea. I'm gonna be Dr. Junkenstein. And I'm gonna listen to people's stories. You got a story?
Well, I guess I can tell the story. The first time I tried pot.
Okay.
In game because I've had him blocked.
I was a stupid teenager, and I did it at 3 a.m. in the middle of the night on the sidewalk with a friend, and the cops were passing right by us. So we had to check it in some bushes, and luckily they did not find it. But they questioned us for about 30 minutes, and then had the priority call and had to leave.
Oh.
And then the clock ticked in after they left, and I spent the whole night being paranoid they would come back and arrest me. And this is the story on how I never tried pot ever again.
Well, that might be a good life lesson for you then.
Exactly.
There's
and it sucks because it's about to be legal where I live.
Aw.
The funnier part is even if you tossed it to the side and they smelt it on you, they couldn't do anything about it because there's no evidence.
You didn't have it on your person. Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It was not mine. I do not know what you're talking about.
Officer, it was the one I meant. Oh shit. It was the one. What about you, DS Junkat Jubilee Boob? You got a story for us? I know you got a microphone. Putting you on a spot. Let's hear it. Let's hear it. Give me your best story. It could even be life. It could even be life. It could even be life story like school drama and shit like that too.
I don't think I'll do that. That's less interesting.
You don't know.
So I had one of my
that's cool.
friends, right? So we were in the Lolly police force together, right?
All right.
And he's been telling me that he was feeling much ill, right? And half the time he always had to relax during training and everything like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And during one of our patrols, one of my other friends said that he is at the doctor's because he's not feeling good at all.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Eventually,
Did Thanos get a hold of him?
Feeling good. No, that's another story.
Oh.
What happened is that eventually we ended up calling the hospital of what happened.
Mm-hmm.
He was diagnosed with ligma.
No, you ain't gonna get me with that shit.
Oh no!
You ain't getting me with that shit. You're not getting me with that shit.
What?
He said the magic word.
He did. He's so close. You had me hooked. You had me hooked. You got your claws into me. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. Don't ask. What are you doing here? Oh god.
Spit it out, ligma. Spit it out, ligma. You got the big L.
Yo, is that the actual Junkrat?
It could be.
Yes, the same.
And I'm collecting stories. I'm collecting stories. You...
Stories from what?
No,
I have a story to tell.
You got a story. I like stories.
Okay.
So close. So close. Nice start.
A long, long time ago in a galaxy far, far away, on the desert planet of Tatooine, there was 2 Jedi and a Gungan who had to land their ship full of, politicians, I guess, from the planet Naboo. They landed their ship there because their hyperdrive was broken. Now, fortunately, there was one shop selling hyperdrive. And Tatooine is a very harsh planet, and on that planet, there's lots of slave trading and gangs and violence. And, anyways, so, in that shop, the shop owner had 2 slaves. I'm not gonna, water it down. It was a young boy and his mother. I can't.
Wait, is this the storyline to Star Wars
Episode 1? Yeah!
Niggers, fuck all niggers, fucking niggers. Fuck all niggers, 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 fuck all niggers, niggers, niggers.
find
So
a
much,
perfectly full.
so much hate and a little. So much
So,
hate.
oh my gosh, I found the best world ever.
You did. I was like, we didn't
Fuck
see you on. We didn't even see you online. That was the craziest thing. I didn't see you online at all. Yeah, that's already.
What miserable little people those were.
Yeah, he's also walking around with a dingle.
I know you.
Dingle saber.
Yeah, how's it going?
Yeah. What was that? I was fixing my. I was fixing our situation here.
Oh no, I didn't. No, that was the other Yoda.
Dude, this guy's the dude from
I'm
TF2.
sorry. I'm sorry for his
Yes,
behavior.
I'm the demo man.
This guy's the.
What's that?
You're the guy from Team Fortress.
That was the other Yoda. I'm sorry for his behavior.
You don't have to apologize for someone else. They're old enough.
He's very demented. He's very demented.
He's something.
Oh my god, dude, chill.
He's definitely
Look at him.
something. Well, I got him blocked. He earned it.
That's cool. Are you on air, bro?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, he is. He's streaming right
That's awesome.
I'm on YouTube.
YouTube Frosted Fricks. Buy his t-shirt.
Boobment. What happened to Mimi? She was right here, and then she poofed.
Do you guys have any oil?
I think you already tried. You just
Also, if you're watching, don't forget to leave a like. And to buy the
This restaurant sucks, dude.
Where'd she
Small
go?
retards. Pretty offensive, which will retards.
I got him.
I think somebody's already like.
I don't want to be offensive, it's just the truth.
If you manage to block him,
Milady. There's a lot of people in here.
Yeah, that's what happens.
Yeah, I don't think you're gonna be able to get all these people's stories in an orderly fashion.
I think she's upstairs.
Frosted back here. We're over here.
Where's over
We're
here?
over here.
Where's I heard? Where did Mimi go?
Here. Mimi was right there.
Oh, there's so many people at one time.
She was.
Oh shit.
Mimi, where'd she go?
How much for the oil?
Autism.
She's got lag. She's having lag.
So she might not be here.
Yeah, she was coming down the stairs with me.
Hey, you were in the chat right now on YouTube. Yeah. I was like wondering who desktop was. I'm looking all over for this Mimi person. Mimi, there you are.
Austin,
You were trying to talk to me a minute ago.
I'm going to another world. This place is way too crowded.
Is it?
And my thing's lagging.
See,
yeah.
what happened is I started a world and everyone came.
If you build it, they will
Oh,
come.
okay, that makes sense. Yeah, it's lagging me like crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna go to another world. How do what?
No.
I wanted to I'm trying to do this. Oh, wait, there we go. I think it's time to like unlag from this. I can move a little bit better now.
Maybe everything's loaded now.
It's on.
Oh my god.
I like how this group takes up an entire staircase.
Yeah.
Yeah, we are
Oh, wait, what was that?
I'm having to walk
Oh, now
through
you got
school
Mountain
lane.
Dew? What? No, what is this? It said bread on skate wheels.
Hold on,
Roller
it's lagging real hard. Hold on.
Roller bread.
Can we
You got
get
more.
out of the
This-
stairwell?
Oh, it plays the Overwatch theme song on there.
I'm sorry.
That's great. Yeah.
Frosted, come over here, hurry.
Okay.
Go to this world. This one's way better.
Land of wind and shade. Yeah, sure, why not? I gotta get my hair out of my face. I want to take this opportunity to clean my lens as well. There we go. Oof. Much better. Wow, everything's so much clearer now.
I can see clearly now the lag is.
There we go.
No, I just cleaned my lenses. I didn't realize how filthy they were. And I'm like,
Oh yeah, you gotta clean your lenses. Also, in the chat, Jim said wheel bread, but it's bread skate.
bread skate?
Yeah, it's bread skate. I don't understand why people don't call it bread skate.
Why am I not getting it?
bread skate.
It's a bread on a skate. It's a bread skate. What?
Oh, I thought it was. That was going to be more clever than that.
What do you think?
No, okay. So next, what's that?
What do you think of my new clothes?
They look nice, and I am over here now.
There's someone over there.
No, I'm over here.
You need to go find them and ask them for their story. Over there.
Who?
Welcome back. That was weird.
This place compliments my rings real nice. Look at my rings. They glow pretty here.
Yeah, look at my vials. They're all blue and stuff. We're gonna find out.
This place compliments blue real nice.
We're gonna find out about this guy over there. We're gonna ask him what his story is. The one that's all the way over there.
I did not expect this map to be so big.
Oh, this place is huge.
Narnia!
We're gonna learn all about him. Desktop knows what I mean. I don't know where this starts and stops. Okay. I swear to God. Oh, he's going up. I'm about to say, if he's going down, I'll cut him off at the pass. Is there a faster way to travel? I'm fat.
Flying.
Do I look like I have wings? I could walk around and do this, but it ain't gonna do much of anything.
There we go. There he is. He stopped. We can get to him now.
Kick his butt. Why are there little monoliths to Kermit the Frog on the ground?
I have no idea.
This is a weird world.
You there.
You!
Run while you still can. They're coming.
We come in peace.
Or cry.
Wait. I have a question for you. Do you have a microphone? Are you shaking your head up and down, or is it your just head bobbing? Oh, you do have a microphone. Okay, I have a question for you, and it's a very important one. See, now I'm a doctor, and my study is to listen to people, and I need to ask if you have a story you'd like to share with me. It could be real, or it could be something you completely made up.
Just be warned, his doctorate is in art history.
Shh, don't tell him that. By the way,
he has a doctorate in something.
Yeah, there you go. Pablo Picasso, great man. But do you have a story you'd like to share with me? Like, it could be real life. It could be like high school drama or whatever you want.
What do you have a PhD in?
I got a PhD in drumming.
Art history.
Shut up.
If he did,
So, but the question is, we're not interviewing me now. No, I just want to know if you got a story you'd like to share. I like hearing people's stories. They're the coolest things.
You can trust him. He's good at what he does.
I don't know what to share.
Yeah, okay. How about...
Do what I did. Tell the story of a Star Wars prequel.
Don't do that. He did that too.
No, anything but that.
Okay, anything happened to you in your life that might have been life-changing?
I just met a girl.
Oh.
Last week when I went through training.
You went through training?
With the fire department.
Oh, that's cool. So you're gonna be a firefighter then?
Not technically. It's more of a youth group that we do.
Okay.
I'm with the juniors program.
But you met a girl through that?
Yes. We jump out windows. We put out fires. We do everything you can think of.
That sounds like a perfect date.
We start training.
Like romance.
Seems heroic.
We start training from when we're 14, and we go into the fire department at 18.
You know it's true love when you can throw your lover out the window and she'd be okay with it. I said that with a completely straight face, IRL.
Well, we're not throwing each other out the window. We have to hook to the wall and then we jump out.
Oh yeah, but there's a form of trust that has to be there. Am I right?
Kinda.
Yeah. So I mean, like, you just met her. So does she have like a mutual like feeling for you? Are you guys hitting it off pretty good? Or you asked you asked any questions lately? Like, hey, you want to check a movie?
I think we're past that.
You're past the movies? Oh,
yeah.
You guys moving fast. Okay, this guy's a pro. All right. I'm not gonna go into like we're trying to keep this slightly PG, so I don't know how far you want to go.
Life pro tip: if you take a girl to a scary movie, watch it once beforehand, so that way during the movie you don't look as scared.
That's actually a good pro tip. So, you got any plans with this lady in the future, other than whatever you're doing behind closed doors?
Yeah, we have plans. We're basically boyfriend and girlfriend right now.
Well, congratulations.
I'm supposed to be going to a prom with her.
Well, dude, that's awesome.
Hey.
When's prom for you? Is it a couple months or like the end of the year? The end of next year?
End of the school year for them, but she already asked me.
Well, that's cool. That's awesome. Good for you, Mama.
Yeah.
Hey, someone's trying to vote kick you for some reason.
What the heck? It's fan of everything. It's fan of everything.
Fan of everything.
Fucking decline it.
Oh.
I think he's just trying to get your attention, I guess. He said he'd mute himself if you unblocked him.
Yeah.
I don't know the story. So.
I know.
No, but that's some real cool stuff, dude. I mean, like, good on you for moving. Well, Jesus Christ! Why do I keep getting thrown across the world? Fuck!
What just happened? Did you click on the bench, Frosted?
I don't know. I was over here.
Maybe somebody DC. Maybe somebody DC.
No,
I don't know.
you can touch it from over here.
Right, dog. I couldn't help but realize. Where'd he go? He's been playing with his bread this whole time. By the way, freelancer, I really thank you for sharing that story with you. I know you might have thinking it wasn't much, but it's really cool to actually admit that you really like somebody to a bunch of other people, regardless of the fact that you don't know those people. That means that says a lot about your personal character. You know that, right?
I do public speaking all the time.
You do public speaking all the time? Well, it's not a big deal to you, but to people, some people actually have issues with things like that.
That means I'm like an average on that. That's.
So wait, you say you do public speaking all the time. What do you do?
Yeah.
What do you do? You do a lot of presentations?
I have to get in front of a room in front of about 100 to maybe 300 other people who are all junior firefighters from all around the county of where I live.
Mm-hmm.
And I basically have to give a report on stuff that's going on around all the county. I'm their sergeant at arms.
Oh, cool. What did you learn?
What?
What did you learn? What's the report? Are you still building it?
No, it's really just telling them like stuff that's coming up, events. Either we go to like a fireman's home that we have, or other things that are coming up. I work with the president that they have of the board, vice president, second vice president, secretary, treasurer.
Oh, that's cool. That means you're an important person in that little circle of people. That's good for you, man. Good for you.
I'm one of the highest ranks out of 72 departments.
Dude, let's bring it in. Boof. I know you don't got hands, but we were working with it.
No, he's got hands.
Oh, then we're just gonna. Oop, there they are.
Yeah, there it is. See, right there. Yeah, high five, buddy.
Right. Okay.
Did you do that avatar yourself?
That's very.
No, my friend made it.
It's a pretty cool one.
It's a lot of machine gun movements. So
yeah,
this.
He's packing heat.
He is packing heat. Oh Jesus Christ! Again with my leg.
Why do people keep shooting you?
In the leg, mostly it's the arms and the legs they always aim for. It's a good thing they're replaceable at this point in time. You should have seen it the first time. It really sucked. But one thing I just realized, you didn't tell me a story, right, dog?
Oh.
That's right.
Dang it.
Do the Star Wars prequels if you can't do anything. I already
Who's
did
doing
this
that?
one, so you have to do episode 2.
Where's that coming from?
Dang it. I remember
Ouch!
episode 1.
Kill the music! Kill the music!
Oh.
Ah! I don't want to hear you! Kill it! 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 Kill it!
It's part of it. It's part of his avatar.
I know.
It ends.
I know.
I don't hear anything.
It's okay.
Turn down your
In order to kill the
avatar,
music, we have to
Frosted.
kill him. We have to kill
I
him to
just
kill the
want to
music.
Kill All Might.
Kill All Might. Kill All Might.
Oh no! My dad.
It
You
only
gotta
lasts
steal the
for a
stories.
couple
I'm not gonna steal no stories.
Okay.
Wait, what's this? Is something going on with the stream? Hold up.
I love junk food. Never. Ow, God, who killed me?
The stream's running.
What's with the smoke?
Your stream looks like it's fine. I can see it right
now
now.
he's small, mate.
Oh.
He's
looking at the stars. Even though
Okay, the stream just
there's
went black.
only... He's looking
It
at
was
the
fine
clouds,
before,
I'm
and then it went
assuming.
black.
Really?
Ah.
I guess Frosty got to see it before we
Scary
did.
boy.
The problem, whatever it is.
Your cheeks.
Oh, it's like it's like the summer rain thing from Gravity Falls.
It is the
It is the submarine thing from Gravity Falls.
Okay.
I made it for a TF2 Slender Fortress mod.
All right, Rye. You ain't getting out of this.
I figured
You ain't getting out of this.
Can it be a really gross one?
Dude, it can be anything you want as long as it doesn't involve like really gross stuff.
Oh, never mind.
What is?
Like how gross we talking? Like we talking like dangly bits?
Oh, it might be some bug with the head joint.
Like toenail coming straight off.
Oh, go ahead. That works.
There's only one way we can. There's only one way we can take care of this problem, and that's by eating it.
Okay, so it was during one, like, it was in the beginning of summer, and like, my family was cleaning around the house, and my brother was picking up the couch, and it looked like he was struggling, so I went over to help him, but he ended up dropping the couch on my toe, and like instinctively I pulled out. I just grabbed my foot and just started screaming, ow, ow, ow. Then I looked down, blood everywhere, toenail gone, never found the toenail again. Had to go to like urgent care, which sucks, by the way.
Yeah, they're not too
'cause
great.
I had to wait for like, yeah, like I had to wait for like 3 hours just to like fix my toe and bandage it up.
Not
Like,
too
the
urgent, if you
bandage
ask
kept
me.
coming off. Yeah.
There is a
But
downside
it hurt
about
a lot when it happened.
toe injuries suck because there's really not much you can do about them.
Yeah, you just they just give you a band-aid and like just some gauze and just say, you know what, just hope this doesn't fall off.
Sucking your screams out. I'm sucking the air out of your
Well,
lungs.
now you wish you were wearing those boots.
You want to know what you want to know the most painful nail experience I had? I was working at a grocery store, and I had to section and cut up grapes. So I cut them, I'd weigh them, and then I put them in the packaging. So here's a fun story. The meat guy had a funny sense of humor. He was really interesting. Oh yeah, this is great. I'm over here with the knife, cutting the grapes, and he comes up behind me and goes, "Blah!" He didn't know I had a knife in my hand. And instinctively I went, shh, and cut through my fingernail with the knife.
Oh my god.
See a doctor about that?
Right. When I tell you the flop sweat hit almost immediately, it hit immediately. I just went, huh?
Did it hurt immediately?
Oh, it hurt immediately. And like, as I said, the flop sweat was going, so like, I'm getting in shock because I just cut my fingernail with like a good old bush. I'm like, and he felt terrible, of course. Huh? He felt terrible. He didn't know. He didn't know. He didn't know I had a knife in my hand. And I'm like, what are you fucking? I'm just swearing at him, and I'm like, I'm sweating because I'm like in shock or something, and it was bad. It was really bad.
Guys, there's a little pier. There's a pier down there. Look.
There's a pier?
Way down there.
Well, there's only one way to find out if you're telling the truth.
Do you get the green light?
I have magical
I'll
floating.
go into it.
Oh, wait, it's fine.
That was a long fall.
This world is so big.
I should have been sitting.
I've been sitting this whole time. Whee!
I see it.
Why is this place so big, and why isn't there a waypoint or a warp zone?
Is this a no man's
Trying not
sky
to get
planet?
caught or something. Oh, this is a trap.
If I pull a warp handle, will I get where I need to be? Just like in LA Noire? You know that thing that no one watched? No comments. Just like yesterday.
Looks like a no man's sky planet.
It does, actually.
Now I want to play. The new patch is really awesome.
It's from what I've been told. I don't know if it's a little too late, but you know.
Better late than never.
True, I guess.
All of this. I found paradise, guys.
This guy's selling T-shirts and mugs.
This is the weirdest world. There's the pier. I see it.
Dude, this guy's selling tab.
No. Oh God.
And Fago, he's selling tab.
I want some tab.
I'm sorry, I took your Fago.
What about Mountain Dew?
I don't think he has that. Here.
There we go. I'm gonna go drink this.
Superhero landing.
I forgot what tab tastes like.
Oh, there's no plan.
That's a hotel.
Sir, do you have a permit for this stand?
Trackers.
Hey, you want to see something interesting? Watch
Yeah,
this.
sure, why not?
Watch this can. I will make it freak out. Okay, watch this. Watch this. You guys seen this?
Yikes.
No, I
How come my can doesn't do that?
The more closer you get to it, the more it freaks out.
You know, I want to say I didn't realize how tall that drop was until I looked down and you guys were all just like the size of ants, and I did not like that.
The funnier part was you had a streak that went from where you started all the way to here. He's selling tab over here.
Tab.
Fago tastes like syrup.
It
by the
reminds
way.
me of that Harvey
tastes like
Birdman
what?
scene where
I tried Fago once. It tastes like cough syrup.
Oh my God.
Anybody want to get
tab
high?
tastes pretty good. It just tastes like Coke.
Fago tastes bad.
10,
My rings are cool.
Fago
7.
is bad.
Ha ha!
Fago is bad.
Dingly bits.
What a cool kid.
It reminds me of that Harvey Birdman episode.
Did anyone
where
see that throw?
I
you
saw
ever
it,
had Fago?
sort of.
Have you ever tried this?
Landed right there.
Fago.
Why are you trying to get me in trouble, Dodge?
Why are you so? Why do you hurt my eyes so much? Why can't I look away?
I don't know what how some people like it so much for.
There we go.
Oh yeah, because it was in the thing.
Oh yeah, shrooms.
Those are some nice words on that book.
Shrooms.
Totally.
Are you guys eating?
Mesmerizing.
Why aren't you?
Look away.
Yeah.
And now you eat shrooms.
Keep it to peer pressure. Peer
What in the world?
pressure.
Wait, is that a working mirror?
You guys doing shrooms now?
You're
It's warped.
Junkrat, are
What
you
it-
doing shrooms now?
What's that?
Are you doing shrooms too?
I don't know. You tell me.
I need you to go stand right outside. You see, right next to that ladder. I need you to go stand there. I want to do something.
It doesn't have arms though, which is the sad thing.
You can actually climb this, you know?
Oh, climb it?
Oh, dang it! The mushroom won't go through. Like, oh. I was gonna throw the mushroom through the window. That ruins it.
Hey, how did you get in?
The mushroom through the window. I
did
can't.
make this ridiculous throw. My can was in here. I did.
How'd they get in? Oh. Wait, I was already there. Aww.
I made it through this tiny hole.
That's amazing.
I got in.
I was gonna throw the mushroom out the window, but it's solid.
Call that tiny lizard man.
Oh, the one's claustrophobic.
Only the cool people get to be in this window. Ha!
And what are we doing here?
I don't know.
How? Click on the window.
Click the ladder. Face up at the ladder.
Then click the window to get out.
Oh, duh. Okay,
Oh, you're one of the cool kids.
It's quite
What is
cozy.
this?
The cool kid sub.
So, now that I've gathered you all here, we can talk about our plans for world domination.
Did we already do this?
Talk about our feelings. I like
I think so, and I had the perfect cell model on, and I'm not willing to switch to that right now.
Okay, we have to discuss the elephant in the room. Somebody farted.
What elephant? There's a Junkrat, a Deadpool, a Zenyatta, whatever.
God
that thing is.
dang it, Bug.
I don't see any elephants.
I have a problem.
No shooting.
Whoa.
Don't shoot him.
It's a glandular problem. I wish.
Wonderful eyes.
Yeah, those are my eyes.
Oh, hey.
Now you can't
have
shoot him.
wonderful eyes.
I also have two swords.
FBI.
I have a trumpet. So I outclass you.
What are we gonna do today, Brian?
Sorry.
Oh,
There's not a lot of room in here.
now there's Flan.
Boys, keep doing it. Flan?
It's on. It's a plan.
Pudding.
Oh, my favorite one. My favorite one. Oh, my favorite one. My favorite one. Yeah, it's Brian, but how do we get the horse to stand still?
I'm pretty sure it's pudding. Yeah.
Me and Pippi Longstocking. What do the children look like?
I was playing, it would go darker and gradually change into a lighter color. But since it's lighter color,
to be exact.
suddenly changing into darker color.
You do the type the text to talk thingy.
I want to eat you.
I don't run into these guys too often. Jiggle pudding.
Yeah, I've never run into them before.
Jiggle pudding. I'm a doctor, okay? I need you to do something for me. I need you to tell me a story. I need you to tell me a story, any type of story, in your beautiful voice.
Probably just gonna do like a copy pasta thing.
I'm okay with this. I want to hear it.
Any story is fine.
Fair enough.
Any story is
let's
fine.
see.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Here we go. It might take him a little bit.
Max the master of memes.
I want to hear it.
I mean, I am
Just
the
click
one
the
who
window there,
named the
desktop.
entirety of the Discord server.
We're on air, so you're gonna tell stories to lots of people, and most of these people are in the room except you. You haven't. I don't think you knew I was on air yet.
Oh.
I'm on air. You too.
It was so easy.
It says on air.
Shit! You gave me away. Okay.
Is the can still in here? The can I threw?
All right.
Wait, where's all my?
I think he's gonna have his story in a second.
There we go, I got it.
Is Mimi outside?
I'll put it on this.
in my head.
Mimi, get inside.
Well, that didn't
And
work.
became Jigger Pudding the end.
Wait, you only said one word? You only said what?
Once upon a time,
Okay.
there was a pudding. He ate some chocolate and became Jigger Pudding the end.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Okay, I've got another story.
You
I've got
had me
another
wait
story.
like 15 minutes
This
for you
one
to
is
tell
in
me
Star
that.
Wars.
I'm gonna hurt you.
I've got another story, and
Yes.
not Star Wars this time.
Better not be.
Now, this is a story all about how.
Oh my god, no.
How my life got flipped turned upside down. Like taking a minute to sit right there. I'll tell you became the prince of town called Bel Air. I know that song almost by heart.
Okay, I gotta go. My headphones are off, so I don't know if anyone's saying anything, but bye.
Okay, bye.
Aw,
Why do I want to get a pudding avatar?
Why is Captain Falcon outside?
I don't know. Why are you inside? That's the
Captain
better
Falcon,
question.
why are you outside?
No, I'm looking at you through the wall.
We ran away.
Oh my god. I can't move my hand.
Captain Falcon, look to your right.
I ran away.
I figured it out. Mimi,
Yeah, I think click the window.
Mimi keeps disappearing.
Yeah, I'd like taking a minute to sit right there. I'll tell you became the prince of town called Bel Air. West Philadelphia, born
Oh, we can fish. That's cool.
Oh my goodness. I think it's your turn, Fricks. You need to share a story with us now.
Fishing actually.
I have to stare a story. Better than the one where I
There's a
cut.
fishing world, Frosted.
Better than the one where I cut my finger with a
Have you
knife.
been there yet?
Yes, I have.
Yes, please.
Yeah, I mean,
Goodbye.
The fishing world is nice.
let's go.
Well, what
Let's
kind
go.
of?
I'm
what
down to
kind of
listen to a frosted story.
What kind of story
Give
do
me
I
a chill
got?
story, my dude.
What have I done in my life to make it interesting? Oh,
You already told the stories about work. A lot of them.
I got more. I got tons of them.
Oh gosh, yes.
Remember, I worked at GameStop, so those stories never end.
Oh no.
But no, this is a story about when I was a kid.
How my life got flipped turned
I'm
upside
gonna
down.
throw you.
No.
Bye.
So
He already threw himself
So
over.
this is a story when I was a wee little lad, and out here in Buffalo, we were gifted the opportunity to enjoy the musical stylings of David Bowie. It was during his Glass Widow Spire. Yeah. It was during his Glass Widow Spire tour. It was really cool. So, me being a little twerp that was like 4 or 5 years old, and I still remember to this day, and my dad reaffirmed it, I was being a little shit, and I wanted to walk around. During a David Bowie concert. I know, right? Anyways, he wanted me. I wanted to walk around. And this was at this place out here called The Odd. It doesn't exist anymore because they tore it down, even though it was a national landmark, but whatever. They tore it down. Asbestos. And anyways, so what happened was I started my dad's like, fine. And we start walking around this place, and he didn't realize it, but I'm like just walking through doors, random doors. There's like No security anywhere. We're just walking through doors. We keep walking through doors and walking through doors. He has no idea where I'm going. I don't know where I'm going. I'm just a kid walking around this building. Eventually, we walk through a door, and it's really dark there, except one light, and it's just in the distance, just a little bit. So I start walking towards this light, and it's a walkway, and you can hear the music, and it's getting louder. And what happened was, I walked around the entire building and wound up backstage of a David Bowie concert. It gets better. It gets better. Oh yeah, no, it gets better. As David Bowie's singing, me being a little 5-year-old twerp, just about ran out on stage. I was about between me and Bungalow from David Bowie, as like a 5-year-old.
Oh my god! Holy shit!
My dad reached out and goes, "Nope," and tears me in back, and we went back to it.
Oh god!
Damn it! If you had done that, you would have been on. You'd be all over the place.
That would have been.
Would have.
You would.
Random kid walks
I
on
would-
stage.
I-
That would have been a YouTube video if it wasn't that period
You'd be
of time.
showing up in compilation movies of
Absolutely.
videos of
Okay, but guys, I found
fans were
something
jumping
weird.
on
Come with me. Come here. Come with me.
Okay.
What's weird in the story?
I found some weird shit though.
What's
This is
weird
weird.
in the stories?
You know, this rock formation kind of looks like.
Where is it? Is it right here? Yeah, it's right here. Just on this.
Good.
Transportalized.
Does this do something? Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Checkpoints.
What is
Yeah.
So there are
It's
checkpoints.
Homestuck.
Where are we?
So there are checkpoints.
That makes sense.
Fertilized. Which one are we going through though?
Okay, so number 2 is where we just came from. Okay.
Yeah.
That's the one. And then is it number 4? I think it's number 4.
Okay, it's number 4.
Number 4. Okay, come here. Look at this. If you have
Oh
the
wait, no way. Wait, hold
if
on.
you want this one, try this one over here. Get on the rings.
Hey.
Wait, how do you turn it on?
I think someone has to ride that thing.
You gotta touch it. You just gotta touch it.
Okay.
I think it's 1% at a time.
Okay, is anyone missing it? We not touching it?
Yeah, you just gotta touch it.
I'm trying to find a.
Yeah, I think they forgot to put the hitbox on.
The fuck is that?
Yeah, we'll just have to use the
Equip the
wing type.
little thingy. It's in your lap.
It should be like hold to grab or something.
Look at your lap.
Like other one.
I'm pretty sure they just.
Oh, get up! You gotta get up. Okay.
Oh no, you summoned it, so it's attached to your avatar.
Oh shit! Okay.
That's how it works.
Mm-hmm.
Oh wow. There's 2.
Is this the VR type? Maybe no.
VR type's the one, right?
Oh, there's one too many. Oh no.
The Air 1.
Oh my god.
Oh.
There's another one.
Oh, I get it now.
3.
That sounds fun.
This is a Homestuck world.
Oh, you can equip. Oh no.
I'm stuck.
It's okay. I believe in you. I believe in you.
No, you're supposed to grab them, but they just don't work.
I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. I'm gonna make it. Okay.
Hey, I have a drone, guys. Look at it go. How do I bring it back?
You don't.
The little thing between your legs.
Yeah.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
Jeez,
You're
jeez.
supposed to, but you gotta
Direct
move.
it with your.
I didn't do
You can't move
it. That
forward,
one's
you have to
tethered
direct
to me.
it.
I don't know how to bring it back.
One at a time.
Okay. Let me.
It never
let me-
comes
You have to
back.
like move it around and direct it. You can't.
Oh wait, I'm bringing it back. Hold on. I got.
Try to move forward. It'll
Got it.
fall. You'll fall.
Wait, you almost got it back.
Tell me when it's close.
It's very close. Okay, keep coming. No, you just turned around.
No, you should it.
Now you're facing it. Over here. Now to
I
the
was-
right. Now the left.
Ah!
It's gone now.
It's there.
No, do not leave us.
Oh no. The stick's
No,
gone.
Frost, I have a crazy friend. I have a story.
Oh, you got a story. Hold on. We got another story.
Well, I was watching my friend on my RP for VR chat.
Uh-huh.
He decided it would be smart to do to eat ghost pepper peanuts for money on Twitch.
Oh, that's an oof. That's a big.
Wait,
oof.
say that one more
That's a
time.
Very big oof. He
Ghost
decided
pepper
to use
dusted.
Ghost peppers.
Ooh.
Hope you don't get dizzy.
Ghost peppers.
I'm getting
Oof.
dizzy just looking at him.
Oof. Yeah, ghost pepper dusted peanuts.
They do terrible things. My turn. I'm gonna try this.
That was so funny. He just.
Yeah, ghost pepper dusted peanuts.
Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There you go. This has like a lot of mobility for a freaking plane. Like holy shit.
Okay, it's this.
Yeah. Like it's actually really easy to maneuver. Actually.
Okay, I thought it was my head. No, you gotta keep your head
No,
still.
It's the hand. Yeah.
This is interesting.
Spider-Man, kiss me.
I would never try eating ghost pepper peanuts or anything for money. I'm not gonna hurt myself for money.
See now. I've had ghost pepper. I've had a ghost pepper sauce that they tried to pass off as ghost pepper sauce in Moe's, and that shit was weak. I was really disappointed.
Yeah, but real ghost peppers are hot.
Oh yeah, I know.
I've had a real ghost pepper before. Like
It's like the
my
powdered
friend
ghost
brought
pepper,
some
you know,
ghost
like the ghost
peppers,
pepper flakes, but it's like really fine, so that it's on peanuts. And he was putting them in his mouth on camera. One of his friends decided to be real sadistic, donated money, so eat them all at once, don't drink any milk for so many minutes, and I'm like, we watched him shake and start breaking out in a sweat.
That's not cool.
Yeah, no.
That is not good.
No, it's not.
Oh my god.
It's not good at all.
a friend used to
I'm working on it.
brought, some ghost peppers.
Where am I? Let's do it. Nope. Come on, even out. I want to get this skybox. You just wait. I feel like we're actually getting closer to it. Yeah, we're definitely getting closer to it. I want to touch these clouds. I want to see what happens. Whoa! I think we've broken the barrier. Did we find the ceiling yet? I feel like I'm playing Flight Simulator 2002 or 6 or whatever it was. Oh man, look how high up we are. That's some crazy stuff. Keep going, whee! Or do we meet our max? Do we get to the max height? No, we can still keep going. Look at that, it's closing out on the side right there. No, I think we actually met max height. Look at all this, everything. Okay, here we go. Aim, and go. Makes you wonder which would be faster, doing it this way, or jumping. Also, this is what it feels like to crash into the ground in an airplane if it's fishtailing. Just wanted to point that out.
Jesus Christ, that was loud.
I'm not getting dizzy because I'm watching the center circle. That's how I avoid getting dizzy. That is brilliant. Good job, Jesse. You're not gonna die today. I'm very dizzy.
You're in VR. Of course you are.
That was a long way down. It took me a solid that was like a solid 2 minutes to come from the ceiling. Oh. That was a solid 2 minutes to come from the ceiling.
It's almost like snow almost. The rain is ridiculous.
Oh god, that was the scariest moment of my life.
What?
I got stuck and I was just spinning and spinning and spinning.
I'm not cold, damn it. It looks cold.
It's great.
Isn't it what rain's supposed to be?
Oh my god.
It's raining, it's cold.
All right.
The rain looks cold. I don't know.
Wait, Bungalow, you haven't shared a story with us.
Thing is, my life is not very interesting.
You say this.
So I don't really.
Just say something you saw on VR chat.
Dude, I've seen a lot of shit on VR chat. Like, I've seen a lot of weird shit. It's really hard to fucking pinpoint one specific thing, and one thing that's stream friendly, mind you. Like, so.
You know what?
Well, I could tell I could tell a story about like some friends in Werewolf, but like it would be lost in communication because you guys wouldn't know what I'm talking about. Like there are certain things that go on in there that make the situation funny, and you'd like be like, okay, what the fuck does that even mean?
Oh no, it's
snowing.
But,
hey, you're talking.
There's a control somewhere, I think. There must be a control somewhere because that was fast.
What's that?
What? What are we looking at?
This.
I like an avatar doing
Oh,
it.
it's freelance.
Oh, that.
Mimi.
It's Mimi.
Whoa.
It's Friday night.
That's Mimi.
Oh god.
I don't know.
On the west side.
Oh boy.
I don't know.
All right.
I suppose I could share one of those werewolf stories, but
who is this?
I don't have many stories anymore because I try and forget everything.
Oh, that's a giant.
Who is this? How long?
No, I'm trying to forget.
How long has this person been standing here?
For the most part.
there are a few
How long-
inside jokes
To be,
that some friends and I
Kirby,
have
that's,
that I'm part of.
How long have you been standing
I'm
there?
trying to forget all my time as a Knuckles and all the chauvinistic male rituals of the Knuckles.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I don't know.
The freaking
Hold on a second.
imitated fertility rituals by Knuckles is really stupid.
Oh boy.
There's a bunch of really stupid stuff.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, there's definitely a control room somewhere for this.
Hello.
Oh boy.
Yeah, there's a control room somewhere. This is
Man, no one likes me.
buttons, but weird. Bungo, you're really good at that, aren't you?
This went
Yeah,
from winged fun to
I
surreal.
learned very fast.
He's setting up a portal, I think.
Oh yeah,
Not
get
to
up
mention
in
like.
front of him, just in case.
Yeah. Oh, are you trying to drop a portal, my dude?
Think about it.
Just floating. What's up, Bum? How you doing, my dude?
How you doing, Mimi?
Just chilling, just floating,
Sure.
living my life. Hello, Zenyatta.
Zen's,
This is the weirdest day of my life.
I think Zen's too close to the portal drop.
Hold up.
Yeah, I think a lot of
Frosted,
them
look
are
up.
so too close.
There it is.
Oh, behind.
There we go.
Oh shoot! Wait, no.
No, make sure you don't turn on the TV.
There's 24 people already in there.
I don't know. It was
Oh,
an.
no,
It,
no,
was,
man, 5.
That's too many people.
Hold on a second. Let me drop a different one.
Alright. Some people already went in it there. For it.
Oh shit! Well, I mean, we gotta go in then. And who's ever new watching the stream, you should drop us a like and hit that subscribe button and ding that bell, because it's really cool to have you guys around. I'm sinking in my chair right now. I decided to sit down in this one because I just want to listen to stories. want to listen to stories. That's all I ever want to do. Well, what time is it? Oh. The basement's open.
This place needs some music.
Don't turn it on. Don't turn that on.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, that music. Okay.
Here I am. Yeah. You have to turn off sound effects. Not
Big
sound effects.
Bird.
Yeah, I think it actually is sound effects.
I have it
You're
off.
gonna have to turn off sound effects.
Yeah, I have it off.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, it's a good song though.
I feel like I hear him, but then I probably don't.
Wait, what?
Alright, so there was a dude in the fucking game, and now he's gone.
What?
Probably crashed. I'm here.
Either that happened, or guess his skin goes invisible if we can't see him, if he's not very close.
My phone just jingled.
And I probably just can't see him.
Oh, there it is.
What?
Hey, hi. Oh, Captain Falcon.
Oh wait, no, you're about to find it. No!
There we go. All right.
I got run with the coke.
Wait, can you pick up the dog?
No. Oasis.
Oh, no.
You
He
gotta.
loves the song Wonderwall.
I could sit on the back.
Oh my god.
Oh, come on.
Oasis. Oasis. You got a microphone? You got a microphone?
He's got
Space,
VR.
boys.
He's got VR.
I'm
It's kind
going
of
to
implied that he has a mic though. Don't even try to laugh. He's probably just. They probably just don't like talking though. So.
Yeah.
Oh well, I'm going around asking people if they got a story they want to share with us.
Oasis, tell your story.
We always like hearing a story.
I'll do it for you. He's from Houston. He's a beautiful man with a big butt. He likes tacos at Taco Bell. And his favorite band
Specifically from Taco Bell. Specifically from Taco Bell. If it's
He
anywhere
loves the
else,
song
he will not eat
Wonderwall.
them.
What the fuck?
What the hell?
Hello there.
How you doing? Oh my god. Oh my god. You're
And we're gonna meet in like 2 weeks.
And he was gonna be quiet this whole time.
I'll tell his life story for you. Okay, it started when he was born without a face.
He's born without a face.
I'm going to space, boys.
So he's no face and all butt.
Yeah, he's no face.
He's in the face thing.
Oh god, that again.
He was born in the back of a Taco Bell.
He's born in the back of a Taco Bell, which is the only reason why he eats nothing but Taco.
Uh-huh.
It's his substance. It's what he learned to eat.
He's like a Taco Bell vampire. Instead of blood, he feeds on tacos and quesadillas.
Where am I going?
So you tell
It
me.
keeps him young forever.
Oh my god.
So you telling me there's a gordita wrapped in another gordita,
Yeah.
wrapped in yet another gordita? Sir, you're drunk.
This is a true step. Yep, this is the true statement. Yep. I've seen it firsthand.
Pretty quiet, so if you want to up your mic volume, that'd be great. You're good.
Did Uber not? Did Uber not come with us?
Great, I love him.
Or did he just bounce?
I think he went to the.
Let me go ahead.
I think he went to the other world.
Maybe. Yeah, he did go to the. Oh wait. He went to
You got a microphone? No? Okay. Trying to find it.
If you want me to share a story, I can, but it's gonna like kind of go over your head. I'd have to explain about a lot of
calling me
stuff.
stupid?
I'd have to, like,
Born
give you
without a face and talk.
Say what?
Are you calling me stupid?
We have to make this
No.
a fan fiction now.
Sure, why not? Why not?
It's gonna go over your head. It's too technical for you.
It's too. Only people who watch Rick and Morty will get this shit.
You were born in 1947 to Carlisle and.
Wait.
Nah.
Okay, go ahead.
Oasis.
Wait.
All right.
Cosmo is your dad.
Now, to preface this is kind of like a story from like the werewolf game that I play a lot.
Yes.
All right. So there's this role in that game that's called Cthulhu, and what that role does is you pick a target and that player has to say one phrase that you choose, or like they have to do one thing that you choose for them to do for the rest of the day phase. And one of my friends, she had that role, and she had some people in her house, and she was trying to figure things out for other people to say. And one of them suggested to have me stick out my arms in a T pose and say, "Show me your moves, Twin Towers." So the entire day, I had to run around town just sticking out my arms, just yelling out, "Show me your moves, Twin Towers," and like occasionally make plane noises. And like for about a month and a half, every time one of my friends had that role, that's the first thing that they would make me do. It was one of those things that like was in the moment. True friendship. Like, she's actually one of my best friends at right now. So like, love her to pieces. She's freaking amazing.
That sounds
her birthday.
hilarious.
Yeah, her birthday is tomorrow, so I'm actually really excited to spend it with her.
Oh, tell her that online stranger says happy birthday to her.
Oh, okay, I will.
Look, I found Oasis's substitute. Oasis, come here!
Hey, it turns out I made a mistake earlier when I said I had to go.
Okay.
Hey, where'd my crab legs go?
Don't worry, I don't got no beef with you.
Hey.
But I'm pissed.
I'm gonna go figure out more puns. There's a remote chance that I'll find more.
I am in physical pain because of these puns.
Graceful. You got a microphone? What am I looking at?
You're looking in the Oculus? You're in VR in VR.
Some trippy shit right here.
I do have a microphone.
Oh, good. That's cool. Hold on. I have a question for you, and it's the general theme of the stream tonight. And the question is there a story in your life, either real or you can make it up, I don't care, that you'd like to share with anybody else? If you and keep in mind, no one knows who you are, and you're in virtual reality right now.
I've done some pretty dumb shit. Can I think on this?
All right, go ahead. Go.
All right. I gotta think about it though.
Okay.
So just move on to the next. Come back to me.
Have a seat. Who? Carver, I don't think you've shared anything with us.
No, I haven't.
Well, you've had some time.
Gotta be a pizza in the group and tell stories.
Jesus, I have a lot of stories actually.
Awesome. Let's hear some good ones.
Pick a topic, and I'll see if I have something.
Oh, no, this is all you. There's no topic to pick.
No,
The topic is AIDS.
Okay. Don't have anything on that.
Actually.
Now,
at least not yet.
What's the
Who
first?
knows? Oh, God, I hope not.
What's the first story that comes to your mind?
Reincarnation.
I'm already there.
Religion.
Probably
the key to success, but I already found it.
I was with my friends back in high school. There was I'm sure you probably know what geocaching is, or possibly.
Yeah,
okay.
I almost fucking ended up in river because of that bullshit.
Yeah, it's kind of sketchy sometimes.
Pushing me off the edge as a joke, and I almost went in.
Okay, well that doesn't sound like a very good friend. But
yeah, he's
what we did is we had fired up geocaching, and we had never done it before, and there was my band of friends were about like 8 or 9 friends in total doing this. So we got some bikes from one of our other friends' houses, and we went through 4 different towns in the same day, and I think it was like a total of 60 or 70 miles that we did. We started in the morning, we got back at like almost midnight.
Like bicycling bikes?
Yeah, like a bicycle, like bicycles. Through 4 towns, like 70 miles or something crazy. And anytime we'd get to a geocache, it would usually always be empty, but there were some that we would open, and one of them that was really memorable to me is it was in a tree trunk, like a hole in a tree trunk, like a woodpecker had picked it out or something. And when we pulled it out, there was a little capsule. When we opened it, all that was in it was a bunch of bottle caps, and we were like, well, this is weird. And on the inside of the bottle caps, they had like a code on them, scribbled on them with Sharpie, and we were like, these look like Steam codes is what we thought because we all play PC. So we ended up biking home with basically only like 4 bottle caps and 9 people. So, so what happened is we had a fight over who would get the bottle cap, but not like fighting. So instead, we all got airsoft guns, and we had basically a duel, like a Mexican standoff, all of us in one of my friends' backyards. And the last 4 that were last to get shot got the codes, and sure enough, they turned out to be Steam cards.
No way!
They were Steam cards for yeah, they were Steam codes, but they were only Steam codes for The Sims, which is cool, but like, it was all the same game, and we were like, well, we spent all day biking 70 miles through 4 towns, got some bottle caps, and all we got out of it was like The Sims 2. We were like, that was great, that was real fun.
But so my geocaching story is what the fuck? So
somebody probably DC'd.
What is that supposed to mean?
I'm gonna jump back on the trash can and up there.
I can't even do that.
So we went geocaching and so we spent like 3 hours looking for this bullshit. It was in water, so that made it hard to see. And so we opened it, and the person took a picture of what it was, and like instead of leaving it there, they just put a picture of nudes in there. And I'm just like, what the fuck?
Did someone say?
Did you just come through the floor and say that?
Yeah,
Yes.
he did.
Only villains do that. Don't send nudes.
Only villains. Don't be a villain.
Do you guys?
Dude, I think you skipped leg day way too much because you're not even walking normally.
Do you got your story?
Oh,
You got a story you want to share with us?
Hey, Magic.
I don't understand.
Do you have a story?
Oh no!
Do you have a story that you would like to share?
Off the top of my head, no.
Well, like what? Anything that you can think of that happened to you in real life? Oh, it's gone now.
I died.
You died?
If you don't
Like,
know a
seriously?
story, you can just use one of the Star Wars prequels. I used episode 1 already, so you can't use that.
Hey, you found my crab cake.
He did.
Oh shit.
This isn't crab cake, it's a crab salad.
Close enough.
It's crap soup. What do you mean? Super accurate anime voice of.
Let's see.
You want to get technical, then it's just a coleslaw.
What happened to that one person? She said you were going to give us a story, and then she disappeared.
She probably DC'd or something like that. That's
Probably.
unfortunate, though.
Pop, you haven't given us a story this whole time. Wait, Graceful's back. Hold on. Graceful! Do you have a,
what's on my head? I can't see anything.
Do you have a story?
Some VR headset.
I can't think of anything stream appropriate.
Nah, think of the first thing that comes to your mind.
I'm about to go to work, but I just.
What?
You actually sound a little like Junkrat, that's the thing.
Gee! Thank you!
Every time the story starts with something like, so I was in this train with like 5 dudes,
Come here, let me
right?
stand on something. Come here.
What?
Wait a minute, who's telling this story right now? Because I'm confused.
No, I'm just waiting for someone to tell me a story. Someone's got to have a story that isn't Star Wars.
Hey, I also did the first Prince rap, but I couldn't finish it because I had to.
I heard it. You went to a geocache and it was they replaced the picture with nudes.
I think I forget. It was a girl. It was 2 years ago, but I can't remember.
Oh,
Which way do I look?
let me see. Let me see.
Something about an anime voice? I didn't quite get it.
Sandy. Magic.
Because
What?
the way she talks, her mouth opens so big because it's just
That's
like
not
anime character talking without.
magic.
Oh, I guess.
It's his court.
This way, this way, this way.
Can you reach it over to the right more?
Okay, Sandy. How's this? Do you have a story from real life that you want to share with us?
Oh my god.
That's not doing it.
I peed my pants once.
All right, go ahead. Run with that one.
That's the story.
Something's looking pretty good.
I'm trying so hard.
This guy's got to come up with better stories.
Alright.
Let's see.
Oh, I've seen this.
Oh yeah, that's my cousin.
Wait, no, there's a picture in there.
Hell
I don't know what it is though.
Hold on.
There we
Let's
go.
see.
Now I got it.
Hey, Mormel. Mormel? Am I saying that right?
Wonderful.
Yeah, you're right.
There's like
All right.
2 girls in their underwear in this.
Do you have a story you'd like to share with us?
I'm
That's what I'm
sorry, he has to go
talking
now.
No, thanks. I have to go to work. in like 2 minutes.
No problem.
I can kind of see what you're talking
But next time, I'd like to hear it.
Yeah, you should go
I
now,
see it
Momo.
now.
It's good to seeing you.
Everyone doesn't have a story. Let's see.
Oh,
Let's
it's
see.
a screenshot of people in this world. In this world. That's pretty cool.
Lucian! Over here. You got a microphone?
Yo,
That's-
what's up?
Oh, you do have one. Okay, cool. I'm pretty sure you're an interesting fella. I'd like to hear a story. Something from your life.
What kind of stories are you?
Anything you want. It could be real life stories. Something I don't
Anything
know.
but
High school.
Star Wars.
Anything but Star Wars.
Apparently, he doesn't like Star Wars.
Yeah, episode 3. Actually, no,
Do
episode
you want to
2.
hear the story of how I flew out of a 4-wheeler bare ass?
Yes.
Oh my
10 out of
Alright.
10. Would
So-
definitely.
All right. Let me sit down for this one.
Sit down. You?
It's glitched Matrix.
He's running.
All right. All right. So here's how this story starts. Right. So before a football game, I believe this was my junior year of high school. We got out of class at like 3:30 or so. We went to hang out at someone's house that lived near the school, so we could just go straight back up to the school for a football game. So we go hang out with one of my friends who lives in the country, and I live in a very like rural area, I guess. So everyone has stuff like 4-wheelers and Polarises and stuff like that to go work on their ranches and stuff. So we got on a Polaris, and we had 8 dudes over, 8 football players over, and it was like there was 2 people in the front, and there was 2 people standing in the beds of the 4. They're not exactly 4-wheelers. Do you know what a Polaris is? It's basically like a 4-wheeler golf cart. Or
Okay.
not 4-wheeler, like a 4x4 golf cart. It's like 4-wheel drive, very.
Yeah,
anyway.
it's like an
So,
it's an
I was-
ATV with a rack on top, pretty much.
Yeah, and it has a small little bed in the back of it. So we had
Yeah.
2 guys standing in the back of the bed, and the kid has 2 of these Polarises. So we're driving back and forth down this dirt road, throwing a football across to each other back and forth. So I decide, I really want to moon these guys right now. So we turn down along the side of a highway as I mooned them. They were like right behind me. I mooned them, and I was laughing my ass off, right? So there's a rain gutter, like this big ass storm gutter that comes up on us. We didn't see it because the grass was too thick around it. So we didn't see it, and half the right side wheels go down into it, drop down into it. We almost flip. But what it does do is it sends us down first, and then whenever we hit the other side, it sends the back wheels down. And then once we hit the back wheel back up on the actual solid ground, it flings me out of the Polaris, out of the bed, and I'm flying through the air, bare ass, with my shorts around my ankles because I'm trying to hold my... First off, I was wearing a belt and khaki shorts, so, I was trying to hold up my pants after I had mooned them, and my fucking pants slide down around my ankles, and I'm flying over the fucking Polaris bare ass, and I just land right into the asphalt and just tear my arms up, my elbows, my knees. It was hilarious though. Like it hurt. I was screaming because it just hurt, man. You land on pavement, that shit hurts.
Yeah, it's good. It has no give.
I get up. Yeah, so I get up and I'm like screaming, saying, "Oh fuck!" Oh, all this cussing and shit. And so I go back inside, and the guy that was driving, I go inside their house. The guy that was driving while we were trying to like fix up my cuts and stuff, he felt bad because he had hit the storm gutter. So he offers me $2 in compensation. I don't know why. He was like freaking out. He was like, "Oh my god, I'm so sorry. This is the only money I have." He's like, yeah, he's like,
He gave you $2 for fucking yourself up.
No, just keep. Yeah, I was like, dude, just keep the money, man. I don't need that.
Here you go, $2. Don't spend
It was
it all in one
fantastic.
place.
Go buy yourself a loaf of bread.
No, he was freaking out. He didn't know what to do. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Here's some money." And I was just like, "Dude, just keep it. It's fine." Anyway, yeah, there's the story of how I flew over bear ass.
That's funny. I like that story. That was great. Wanda, you made it.
Finally. Yeah. My internet is dying, apparently.
Hey, watch your hands.
Garbage. That's why I want to move to the city.
Pop. I see you playing with your Starbucks over there. You have a story?
You don't see anything. Not at the moment, but I'll get to work on thinking of something.
Get to work on thinking of something? Did you think of one yet?
I have no interesting stories.
All right.
The dude dressed up as All
The only
Might
interesting stories I
like
have
he's
is Brooke
fucking
Bethel's times and murdered people,
Oh
and I
my
can't tell
god,
those
he
how the
looks
court
so
statement
high.
is interfering.
What?
Never mind.
Wait. There's someone not in this
I have a
conversation.
stream running. Behind a little bit.
Oh, no, yeah, the stream's going to be about 15 seconds to 30 seconds behind. By the way, if you're in here and you haven't figured it out yet, I am streaming on YouTube. What the fuck?
Oh.
There's a person attached to my hand!
I'll take it. I'll take it.
As well as me.
There's something not natural about that. I just can't put my finger on it.
It's like the Uncanny Valley vibe.
Yeah. We both grabbing it.
It's almost perfect, but not quite.
I'm trying to grab the person. I don't know why. I really want to. Come on.
Yeah, that's Uncanny Valley.
Wait. Rigo. Sorry. You got yourself a microphone?
I was like, "Hey, how you doing?" And then it repeated the cycle of waving.
Yeah?
Oh, wait, you want me to put on mic?
Yeah.
Rigo. Okay, so here I got a question for you.
Feels bad.
Do you have a story that you'd like to share?
Yeah.
That it literally can be. Oh, sorry about that. Literally can be anything you want. Share either IRL or like a fantasy story. But remember, we're all online. No one knows each other. So I'm just curious. Do you have a story you'd like to share with us? This guy just well, he's gone now. He just flew off the back of a car bare ass naked. So I wanna hear what you got. I wanna hear if there's a life story that happened to you. Yeah.
I don't know. I can't think of it.
There's nothing you can ever think of that happened to yourself? Anything inspirational? Anything
Just tell the plot of one of the Star Wars movies, but say it was you.
Like me.
No, we've already got enough episode 3.
Maybe I should ask my story. I got some questionable story.
You got a questionable story?
No, I think we only got episode 1.
Basically,
Wait, it's until episode 2 and 3?
In my early days as All Might, I remember I went to My Hero Academia map, and then I was like going as All Might, skinny one, Toshinori.
Yeah.
So basically, I just went to the avatar and I see 5 Midori's running around, talking to each other, and I was the only All Might just standing there like, what is going on?
So what did you do?
They're looking for their master.
And then suddenly, All For One was there. And then All For One like come up to me and say, look at all these Midori's, there's too many of them. To make it even more funnier, in his friends list, he has 5 Midoriya in his friends list, and he is All For One. To make it more coincidence, even though I'm not the same number as him, I have 3 Midoriya in my friends list.
That's a lot.
An amazing world.
I lost track of how many Deadpools I have on my friends list.
Oh god.
Too many.
You know how
if I could get them all together, that would be beautiful.
Absolutely none. Nobody does Captain Falcon. I don't know why.
Look at you losers with people who are
my friends list. I only have 2 or 3 people on my friends list.
You only have 2 or 3 people on your friends list?
Yeah.
The only people
it makes
I
it
have
easier
on my
to
friends
manage.
list are people who send me requests.
I also don't talk
That usually involves people who I meet randomly and I don't know, never see again.
I met him in court defending Knuckles. Was the Knuckles,
Oh,
right?
boy.
Okay.
Wait, no, that was a different one. That was a different one.
That was a different time.
Yeah, I met you in court
I'm pretty sure
because
it was
I
just
was
a
on
free
trial.
for all in that court.
Hey.
I think one time that you popped up, I was in the defense chair, and like the chair being put on trial.
Yeah.
And then eventually I got up to the podium, and everyone kept accusing me of pressing the button to drop everyone down, but that wasn't me. There was a tiny person pressing that button over and over again.
Yeah, they kept saying they got mad at you that day.
Yeah, I was just. It wasn't me that whole time, and it was just frustrating.
And they at you this whole time. Shadow,
I don't know what I'm looking
you got
at,
yourself a
so-
microphone?
But hey, on the bright side, I
Nope,
made 2
I do
friends that I
not.
never saw again that day. Actually, 3. I forgot about the tiny one.
I just teleported outside the house, and I don't know how the fuck that happened.
You're magic.
Stepping in a
You got a story?
You're frozen.
Well, there's one time,
I heard
if I
Knuckles.
remember correctly, I went to Japan Shrine as
Oh.
the platelets. So the idea
Yes.
is, since platelets is about like preventing people crossing the path, I was like, let's replicate that. I want to replicate that in Japan Shrine because there's one stairs is so linear that I can probably put my like sign on it. So I put the sign on top of the like up the stairs of Japan Shrine, and I put it there, and I just like standing there on the side of the sign, and then I saw that one guy come to the stairs and he stopped, and then I whistled at him, and then he just shake his head, can I come in? Like he just shake no, and then I shake no as well, and then he just turned around and walks away.
It's hard to go to the Japanese shrine on this map in this game in the morning, especially by me, because I don't understand a word anyone's saying there.
What's the plan?
Like, is it speaking in Japanese?
They're speaking in Japanese, Korean, different dialects of
Oh
Chinese.
my god, I need to go there and find somebody that speaks a little bit of English. Because I'm actually Japanese and I want to learn some.
English is a real language in Japan Shrine, even though the map is
baseball
literally
bat is
called
hard to
Japan
throw.
Shrine.
Right, not Nippon.
The first time.
Okay, I got a somewhat story.
You want to see the broken emote I have on the spot?
Like a baseball
What's
bat.
that?
Throw it like a spear.
That didn't work either. I have a broken emote. Maybe you can throw it like a boomerang.
Oh god. It is definitely broken.
Just
I got a little bit of a story.
Ouch.
Oh, no.
Not that one.
No.
Not that one again.
Oh.
Not that one.
I mean, I saw him in episode 55, but.
Oh, do you know what platelets are, though? Have you seen that anime yet, Frosted?
No, I can't eat food.
If you
Have I seen it?
It's from an anime about the human body.
Your injury won't heal.
Cells at work.
Huh.
It is
That's not how it was. I
the
don't have a
most
stomach.
unexpectedly violent thing I have ever seen.
This?
No, it's Cells at Work, the anime, the one that platelets are from.
I have to see that
No, it's
anime.
very, very violent. Yes, it's very violent.
So there's for a show about blood. There's a lot more blood than you'd expect.
Oh, that sounds great. I need to watch that.
That's the best way I've heard it described.
Don't you have, like, diseases getting punched and stabbed to death?
Oh god.
Basically?
Oh no.
You have bacteria being stabbed to death.
The sad thing about platelets in reality,
White
they only
blood
live
cells.
like a week.
9 days to be specific.
Yeah.
And they look so cute.
I like this one.
This thing will die in 9 days.
Oh shoot, I just remembered
Evan.
that episode of Cells at Work I haven't seen yet. The
Evan.
newest one.
Or even.
Yeah.
You gotta.
Yeah, what's up?
I'm going from. I'm going to person to person. I want to hear a story. Do you have a life story, something that happened to you that you'd like to share with people here? Keep in mind, no one knows who you are, so it can be anything.
Well, once I accidentally jumped on
yeah, I guess I got
Star Wars,
something.
because we apparently heard enough Star Wars.
It was about like crap. I think this happened like last September or some shit. It was like my first year of college or whatever. And so I'm in my dorm by myself. My roommate's out doing whatever, I don't remember. And there was like this stink bug that had landed on like this box fan in like our window, and I was just like, let me just kill that real quick. So I grabbed my tennis racket and I go to kill it, and like I think I try to hit it with like the butt, and like it's on the box fan, by the way. So I try to hit with like the butt of my tennis racket, and like but it like somehow dodged it or some shit. So I was just like, ah, okay. And so like I tried again. I don't even remember if I hit it, but the screen I guess on the window was just like fucked up. Like it was kind of like falling off already. Like pretty much all the window screens in my dorm were, but like that's besides the point. So I hit it, and I didn't even hit it that hard, but the force was just enough to make the box fan fall backwards, and it pushed out the screen. So now I literally have the box fan. It's just like hanging out the window by the cord. It's like the screen fell to the ground. And to make things worse, like all the guys that were on my floor, basically they were coming up like the hill, like overlooking like where my dorm window was, and they all saw that, and they were all just laughing their asses off. And, you know. And my roommate was there too, and he was just like, Evan, I literally left for like 5 minutes. Like, what are you doing? So yeah, that was kind of embarrassing.
That's great,
I got a little bit of another story.
All right.
So, in history, we were learning about the Great Wall of China, and the teacher asked, what was the Great Wall of China built for? And one of my friends said, to keep that stupid fucking Mongolians out and to protect the sacred egg roll. And the fucking teacher thought it was me, and so I got sent to the principal's office. And I was going off.
Hey.
The
Mongolian part was like kind of obvious, but like the secret egg roll kind of caught me off guard.
That got me. That got me.
You want to hear the story about how I got laughed at by a cop? This one's a real story.
Okay.
Oh god, I got pulled over by a cop because I was going to school on the bus.
I nearly got pulled over. Like, luckily I realized, okay, I'm gonna get to the mistake. So, me and my friend, I'm from a small town, and so, there's another town not too far away that me and my friend go to, because, like, he has a job in that town, and that's where also all the good fast food restaurants are and stuff. So we go there, like, I'm gonna drop him off at work. We decided to get lunch, before that. So we get lunch, and then we were driving down towards his job, and then, so, there was some road construction, this summer. And part of the road construction was they changed the way a road works and kind of made it curve a bit. And then they installed a bike lane that was big enough to where it looked like a regular lane. I didn't realize the road curved. I kept going forward through the bike lane. Luckily, I figured out I was not in a driving lane before the cop pulled me over, and then it was a bike cop too, like a motorcycle cop, and so he kept going past, and my friend said he saw him laughing. I'm not a smart man.
You fooled me.
So wait.
Trust me, neither am I.
So you got pulled over by a bike cop?
I almost got pulled over. I realized my mistake and got into the regular lane before he pulled me over, so instead he just laughed.
The fucking police officer, I'm waiting for the bus to go to school, and so a police officer stops right in front of me, and he almost started searching me because I was wearing like this big winter jacket, and he thought I had drugs on, like in my coat. And he's looking at me like, do you have drugs on you?
Very abrupt question. Who's gonna say, yes, sir, I do?
Yeah, do you want
No, he was looking at me like that, and I thought he was gonna ask me to, like, spread my arms and legs for him to check, and I just unzipped it, and all you saw was just, like, a Pokemon shirt. And I just showed my jacket, and he's like, the fuck?
I still have the really good one.
Let's see. Trying to think.
You know, you're having all of us tell stories, but you haven't told a story.
I told a couple of them already.
Idea.
Tell a
Tell
story.
another one.
Tell another one.
Tell another one. Okay, let me see.
Yes.
Gotta think of one.
It's the same on both sides though, because
Wait, what's your stream? Because I'm gonna go on and look at it.
Oh, it's Frosted Fricks on
Frosted
YouTube.
Fricks on YouTube.
It's really easy for me. So, okay.
Follow him, leave a like, join the Discord, buy the t-shirt, everything.
Yeah, the t-shirt said, I really... Yeah! Check the description.
I'm gonna get on that.
Do it! No one's bought one yet.
Alright, you got a new sub soon.
Awesome, thank you. What's this? Wow, Bungalow, you grew a nice set of legs on you. I tell you what.
Oh, thanks.
You're
I worked
welcome.
really hard for that. I do leg day. I do leg day every day.
When did you guys come on?
Also, I've been told that that my ass is really nice. I worked really hard for it too. Like I got.
Oh,
bones
you
of
too,
steel,
short
dude.
man.
So here's another injury story. You ready? Good.
Alright.
All right. Same store that I cut my finger on. I got most of my injuries from this store. So, when I worked at this grocery store, I was the stock
Oh, I
guy.
gotta agree. Bungalow does have nice legs in this.
Right? Anyways, when I worked at a store,
The pink girl's my fave.
I had I was a stock guy. So let me describe the setting. I had to bring the crates of milk into the cooler. There's a giant cooler. However, the cooler was damaged on the inside because what the person would do who had the electric jack is when he'd push it in, he'd accidentally hit the metal siding when it went in. So over time, this metal siding started tearing away. So now it's shrapnel sitting on just poking out. So I don't know what happened, but I took one milk crate from one side and put it on the other. I was just doing this for a little while, and I didn't realize this, but the milk was the cover of the milk was becoming red, and I stopped and I let go of the milk and I'm like thinking like something's leaking somewhere. It is just
cherry milk.
No, it's like red all over these milk cartons, and I'm like, the heck's going on? And then I'm trying to figure it out, and I put my hand up because I'm just like scratching my head trying to figure it out, and I feel something cold go down my arm. I look at my arm.
It's my dick.
It was. I was looking down his arm. It's also very small too. I was looking down his arm, and what was going on was my arm scraped along the whole metal shrapnel thing, and it tore the skin from the butt of my wrist all the way up to the side of my palm. It was just.
Oh my god.
I didn't feel it at all. Apparently, I'd been in shock the entire time and didn't know it. And I had torn the skin all the way up my arm.
Damn.
And it was just like I did this, and the skin from here to here was just hanging there. And there's just blood.
That reminds me, I once set my finger. You know those,
For the visual.
you know the kind of refrigerator you should put in your garage or something?
Uh-huh.
I had a wart once. I once had a wart on my finger.
Bring me the banana.
I slammed my finger in the
I need you to bring me the banana.
door to that refrigerator. You know they have the actual angles on the fridge. I slammed my finger in there, ripped the skin
That
right off
story
my
was
finger. Worked completely on.
Oh my god.
Oh, there was more.
That sounds so painful.
Oh, jeez. But there was
This is the time my mom shot my finger in the car door.
There's more to the story. There's more to the story. There's more to the story of Dangly Skin.
Bro, okay, let me
All
tell
right.
you guys a story, alright? Wait, hold on. Let me say one thing, please.
What's he done?
This is the best story, dude.
All
You're
right.
gonna love this one. Alright, so one time I was in the hospital, right? And my grandpa, like, he was laying on the fucking deathbed, homie. And I tripped, and I fucking unplugged his life support, bro. That fucking homie dead, bro. Oh my
No.
god. Bro, that homie dead,
Oh
dude.
no. Oh no.
You some free
So my great grandpa
The
just
worst
recently
part is
passed
after
away.
that, I told him it was a social
I
experiment.
can't remember.
What?
I said, yo, it was a social experiment, and then I, like, plugged it back in. Too bad, he was already
Yo, it's
dead.
okay. Look, there's a camera. There's a camera.
Bro.
So, continue Dangly Blood story. So the skin's just hanging there, and I put my hand over my wrist, and I'm freaking out now because I am literally pouring blood. So I walk from the back of the building. I'm drenched in sweat at this point in time because I am in shock. And I go up to my boss, and I look at him and I'm like, I need to go home. And he's like, why? And then he realizes my hand's covered in blood. And he's like, is everything all right? And I'm like, no.
Just lift up your hand.
Well, I lifted up my hand. He didn't see anything because the skin laid back over the injury.
Is this person?
The skin laid back over the injury, and then he's like, "Oh, well, it just looks like a scratch." And I'm like, "Yeah, but when I put my hand like this, and the skin went, and just dangled there, and with all the tack of a jackhammer on a watermelon, he goes, "Holy shit!" really loud in the middle of a store. And he's like, he's like, do you need me to get you to the hospital? You want me to dial 911? What do you want me to do for you? And I'm like, just let me go home. And me with my zero knowledge of medical, I went home.
I got first aid merit bad.
Right. I went home and I showed my father. He's like, get upstairs. I go upstairs. I start washing it out like crazy. I start just cleaning it out. And that's when I looked up on the shelf. I knew what I had to do. And I slapped that sucker with some hydrogen peroxide. Whoo! That hurt like hell.
Oh yeah, that sounds like it burned.
Oh yeah, but then I took an ace bandage and wrapped it all up. The fun part about the end result is I actually about 1 hour later went back to work with my hand wrapped in gauze. Never went to see a doctor. It healed, and now there's a little teeny scar that's just like right there on my wrist, and you'd never know it was torn all the way up to the side of my palm.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Holy shit, dude.
I have more blood.
You're a fucking doctor.
Ooh.
You're a fucking doctor, dude. Honestly, I like.
Why does it sound like somebody's moaning? Or something?
Just hearing stories like that always just makes me want to never lose track
that-
of where my arm is in relation to things.
I have one involving my foot.
They had to have fixed that. At
Dude,
that
I
point.
have like scars
They had to have
all over
realized
my
that's a fucking
arms,
hazard.
face,
They never did.
They could get in trouble for that. They could get in trouble for that. What
Yeah,
the
they
fuck?
should have gotten in trouble for it.
You should have sued him.
Holy shit.
Oh, here's another story of an injury that happened to my ankle on my left side. And what it was is I was a kid. We were stupid. We were jumping off of milk crates into a pool.
That sounds smart. I mean, how about jumping from a trampoline into a pool?
Sounds like a great idea.
Well, me always being the husky individual, when I was a kid, we were jumping off the crates and kept jumping off the crates. And after a while, these kids jumping off the crates, you can imagine the structurability of the crate becoming very weak. And again, this has to do with milk crates, and I don't know how it keeps turning into this. But I'm jumping off these milk crates.
Milk just has it out for you.
Yeah, I know. They build strong bones and apparently character too. So we're jumping off this crate, and then I go to jump, and this was the last time I jump, but my foot goes straight through the crate. Nothing. I just go straight through the crate, and I was in pain, and I pull my foot out of the crate, and I sit there, and this time skin is missing, and it's going from my heel to mid-calf, and apparently I tore a piece of skin about this wide and about this long off the back of my ankle. And here's the
Oh my god, oof.
worst part is you could actually see inside. And here's the best part. I still didn't get stitches.
Oh my god, you are physically putting me in pain right now.
I've never gotten stitches for anything.
Stitches right now.
Holy shit.
I've never gotten stitches for. I've never gotten stitches.
That legitimately reminds me of a quick story.
Oh my god.
I was gonna say something about my dad. My dad's got plenty of
My
stories.
family and I, we went to go shopping because everybody has to go shopping, and I realized, oh hey, one of my good friends, he's outside, and I went to go say hi to him, and he was just sitting on the curb, kind of like with his head in his hands, and I was like, dude, what's wrong? Are you okay? And he turns and looks at me. Apparently, what he did was he was skateboarding at the time, and he kicked the back of the skateboard, to go up and catch it in his hand.
Yeah.
And he missed. And it went around his hand, and it hit him right in the bridge of the nose. And he had like a 2-inch deep cut into his nose. You could literally see the cartilage. So he turns around and goes, "Yeah, I'm fine." I go, "No, you're not. I'm taking you to the hospital."
Speaking of nose injuries, people, my dad, he
turned
really
around,
worked
he looked at me and goes, "Yeah, I'm fine. How are you doing?"
Everybody, let her speak.
Guys, no, I was gonna say, speaking of nose injuries, we live on a ranch. My dad is basically number one right-hand man of the person who owns it, works on all the tractors and everything.
Oh, okay.
He was working with a wrench. Well, he was working on something really tough. Well, whatever, he was trying to get something to loosen up, and it was too tight. He pulls really hard, comes back with that wrench, smacks himself in the nose.
Oof.
It goes sideways. He fixes
That was
it.
my response.
Well, my brother tells him it's crooked, and he goes, "Oh, my wife's gonna kill me," and then puts it back again.
So
I don't really think about it.
Jim in my chat just actually when I was telling the story about the milk went and got a glass of milk and sat down and listened to my story about my milk experiences.
Yeah.
And then my dad also apparently got in that car and had to have it when he was younger and stupider, and had to have his jaw put together with metal, like pinned shut, because he got in the bad car wreck, and it's like, to this day his teeth are still bad.
So yeah.
I have no stories.
How you doing, Nick?
I just want to say your latest video is very cringy.
It was, wasn't it? It's so creepy.
Wait, which one's this?
The creepy asterisk one.
Worse.
Oh yeah, no, I actually left you a message saying that that's not the creepiest thing I've seen on one of those. Came from an app called Amino. It's made for 13 and up, but there are some creepy people on there.
Yeah, it was a really creepy one. Cause I'm like looking at it like I gotta read these.
This.
Yeah, that pills one.
Oh, the creepiest one was like the one in the very beginning where it's like you slice open your skin
and then lick it.
No, I thought the creepy one was the one with all the spelling mistakes. Pills.
Pills. That was my favorite one. That was my favorite one.
Dead bodies.
Pills of dead. I'm like, wait, what?
No, that's
wait,
not uncommon. That better spelling's not that uncommon on that app either.
Pills of dead bodies.
It looks like your tire broke your back from this angle.
I know. I'm looking at my neck right now. It's really crazy.
You're like looking into your torso on my screen.
It didn't finish. It didn't finish. Yeah, I'm not gay.
It's beautiful.
Oh, I've got a story or two that might.
All right, let's hear one. Let's hear one. It doesn't have to be like pain related, but I mean, like, yeah.
Don't worry, it is.
Let's change the subject. Like, make this one a drunk story, please. Like, if
sorry,
you
this one's pain related.
Oh no.
So, where my family used to live, where it used to snow, we would find things like wagon wheels and stuff all over, and we just went down the same snow slope every year. Where we knew the place like the back of our hands. One year, when our friends were over, we were going downhill. They got stuck. I was like, just get up. We were confused. They had a rusty pitchfork through their foot.
Oh.
No!
And it was just as kids in the backyard, like 5 acres away. And so, when I was like 10, there was like this person with a rusty pitchfork for their foot, and I was 5 acres away from any phone or anything. So I had to run back through the snow to get people, and they did not believe me. It took like 30 minutes for them to actually figure it out.
That's a candidate for the tetanus shot.
There's somebody we might want to block. They got a really
So that led them to the hospital, but let's just say they never talk to us again.
Got him.
Oh God!
Everybody, there's a person coming in with a avatar. He's trying to crash your system. He's right behind me. He's flashing. I just blocked him. It might be who of you to do it as well.
Okay.
Oh well, I got avatars blocked by default, so I'm
Name's
good. Man.
Egg Roll 4.
Oh wait, so you can't see us?
I can't really see most people actually.
What was his name again?
Egg Roll.
Egg Roll 4.
I know you're white. I know you're a white Kermit. I don't know what exactly you're supposed to be.
Wait, what is it?
Like this edgelord kind of guy with blue hair.
Oh no.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
You're bird.
No.
He's
I think. Wait.
Kind of
Oh.
Oh.
Wait. Duck voice. Duck voice. Look at me. I'm the Junkrat. Duck voice.
Junkrat.
Hello?
Duck voice. In your voice, please tell us a fantastic story about you. I want to hear it. No. Seriously.
That is my favorite story.
In the middle of class, we're talking about like Donald Duck or some bullshit, and I just do this. Just out of nowhere, I just got bored and I just sound like Donald Duck doing that bullshit.
Can anyone here do an actual Donald Duck impression?
He's pretty close.
No, I can only do that, but I can't talk like him.
Oh, there's pizza. You guys didn't offer me pizza. I'm gonna take this pizza. It's my pizza.
Okay, go ahead.
Wait, Zephyr.
It ain't real.
Zephyr.
I like how Frick's is just sitting here with his fingers crossed, like this is normal.
Do you have a story to share with us that might not be pain related? Could be
My life's uneventful.
Life's uneventful.
Does this count as pain if I told the principal to go fuck himself? No, I almost got suspended.
Oh wait, hold on.
I mean, I got put in the principal's office anyway because somebody punched me and I smacked them. I end up going to the principal's office, and then I started bitching about him, and then the principal gave me some shit, and I told him to go fuck himself, and I left his office, and I heard fucking little shit. And I was about to turn around and say, go fuck yourself. But I just walked into class, I'm like, fuck school, grabbed my shit, and left.
Like a boss.
No,
Okay,
I wanted to smack the principal.
I was gonna say, I once got somebody fired. But there was it was a substitute, so she didn't belong there.
I got somebody
God, not
My
nice to
math
substitutes.
substitute's fucking horrible.
I got somebody fired from our institute.
No, do you know you don't even need a degree in teaching to be a substitute in Texas?
Really?
Oh, really?
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So
That makes
I could just
no sense at all.
Yeah, you don't need any
Actually,
formal
that makes a
training
lot
to
of
be a
sense for my
substitute in Texas.
substitutes.
I mean, you gotta have
Yeah.
training to not beat the shit out of kids.
Yeah, you have to have a background check. That's what it's called.
A teacher at my district got fired for putting up a rainbow flag in his classroom. I wish that was a
I
lie.
got somebody basically banished from working in our school because she watched while kids were bullying me. So yeah.
Oh,
And then she decided to talk. I told her off, and then she decided to tell me off to the worst person in the school, the lady who used to babysit me. This lady loved me and considered me family. She started shit talking me to the substitute started shit talking me to this particular woman, and then I just hear this really loud, sassy. What are you talking about her like that for? Just basically telling the woman off. It was so hilarious.
I have a.
So my girl cousin was getting held up by some random lady.
Cow medication all over themselves and throw PVC pipe at me.
Oh my god.
Oh
One of my middle teachers.
Hold on, I actually got a friend. I actually got a friend here. And
Yeah.
he agreed to share a story with you.
Okay.
Ed, you mind sharing a story?
Okay.
You got any story that you want to share?
Eddie, come
Yes, you are.
come over here. Come over here. Get in front of me. Get in front of me so I can see you.
Ed.
I'm over here.
Come in front of Frosted. Come in front of Frosted. Right over here. Frosted
If your brother gets out of the way, it'd be easier to see
right
because
there.
if he goes down
Okay,
there,
yeah, in the ground. That works.
I am tiny. I am sorry.
Oh God.
He's one of the first. He's like iconic in my community.
Perfect too.
He's got a lot of stories.
Okay.
This should be good.
Yeah.
Big brother Itachi.
Just like pick one. Just pick anything.
Okay, so before he starts, I want to make mention there was people in front of him, and he was standing on a table, so I thought he was legitimately Ed's height. And then I saw him fall down. I thought he went through the floor. Then he's like, I am small, and I look over here, and he's.
I'm sorry. I am Jimmy Ed.
Let me see it.
He has a legit Ed-sized one, but somebody made a chibi Ed for him. So
Everyone's
he's going around with
inside
this.
of me, dang it.
All right, so give us a good
There
story.
are so many people here.
Hey, I mean.
Frosted, hold this. Hold this thing on the table.
Oh yeah, it calls me.
There
now.
you go.
Where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Where'd he go?
Oh no.
It should be holding it right here. Whatever, I'll just stick it back on the table. There we go.
God damn it, Ed. All right, well I got
That was really nice.
I got a sad story, but with justice at the end.
He's a fucking treat. He's a fucking treat.
I have
Wait, I got a story real quick.
Aye.
But you can go first.
Okay, thank you. I have a sad story, but it has a good. It kind of has justice at the end. At one point in time, I wasted my money and went to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh. By the way, I'm gonna shit talk them for a second. Don't ever go there.
Go for it. You live in Pennsylvania?
For a moment. By the way, Art Institute of Pittsburgh, shit. Don't ever go there. It's not a degree they're handing. They're handing out certificates. It's garbage.
Never cheat.
Don't go to Pittsburgh because fucking Penguins suck ass.
If you're thinking of moving to Texas, people, especially if you have kids or plan on having kids,
but
it's one of the worst education systems in the United States.
But anyways,
you just get paid almost nothing. So if you want to teach, don't come here.
So let me continue the story. So what happened was I went to the Art Institute of Pittsburgh, and when I was out there, I get a call from my family. I had to come home. My father had his first heart attack, and I had to go. There was no it's my dad. I have to go. So I left Pittsburgh, came back here. I was only out there for a few months. I left Pittsburgh, came back. Oh, you're a little person. Anyways, I left Pittsburgh, came back here. And what happened was I started falling behind on my studies. They allowed me to do it via online, so I could actually. I mean, this person. Sorry, he just keeps tossing you around.
Someone's
so
picking him up again.
I was falling behind on my studies because it's my dad. I had to focus on him. Well, what happened then eventually, about a month or two later, he did pass away, which is unfortunate.
Person alone.
Which was very unfortunate.
Oh, sorry
but
to hear that.
it's life. It's life. That's what happens when you smoke cigarettes for most of your life. But, anyways, what happened was I fell behind, and most of the teachers were really like, "Okay, what can I do for you? How can I help you? Let me help you so you can finish this. At least so you can finish this." And they were really trying to get me to pass. They were trying to do everything they possibly could, except one. It was the math teacher. The math teacher wasn't returning my calls, wasn't returning my emails. Was totally blowing me off. Then finally, when the end of the semester came, I had to take a drastic measure. I looked up her home address and called her phone number at her house. I had to figure out what was going on. I can't keep sitting in the dark. So I called her during a really inconvenient time, which was during her I was figuring dinner time, so I called her about that time. And she answers, not knowing it was going to be me, and I explained who I was, and I explained why I called her at this hour. I explained how I got her phone number, and I explained why I did it. And
Is those things in my face?
yeah, there's a person in your face. So what?
No, that's not a person.
Oh, it's a was person.
It's like a doll. That you
I like how it looks like you backhanded it. But what happened was after that, I explained to her, I'm like, hey, look, I'm really behind on my studies with you, but I've been trying to contact you to see what we could do to work anything out. And her words was, yeah, I read every single one of those emails. I heard all your messages. She goes, I don't care that your father died.
Okay, small person.
To quote,
that's fucked up.
I don't care that your father died.
Please.
And
I'm trying to get it out of here. I'm trying to get him out of here.
And she,
just give me it. I'll deal with it.
her words were, I don't care that your father died. You're behind in your studies, and that's that. And I'm like, wait a second. Could you say that one more time? I'm not sure if I heard that right. And I told my mother to pick up the phone. She picks up the phone. And she goes, I said, I don't care that your father died. You fell behind. And my mother goes, really? Into the phone. And essentially, that was what her career sounded like after that. So what happened was after that, I had everything documented. I had all the emails I sent to her. I had all the messages I sent to her, and I even had obviously a witness to the situation that she put us in and the words she said, which was a very heartless thing for a teacher to say. 1000% a heartless thing. I contacted the school, and after communicating with them, they ended up giving me a full passing grade for the class without any because this was a situation. This turned into this could be a really bad situation for them. So they gave me a full passing grade for the class, and they terminated their contract with her permanently. So, little justice at the end of that. But
Yeah, fuck that.
goes to say, when someone's parents are dead and your parent has died and you're a teacher, don't be I'm gonna use the word fucking cunt about it.
I mean, I'm not gonna say that, man. I say it all the
You're allowed
time.
to say those words.
Fucker man.
Now, when you're
Fucker
not
man.
Junkrat,
And this
don't
is how
say
I
that.
felt afterwards.
Exactly.
Oh,
She
God.
deserved what she got.
Definitely.
She did.
Why can't I talk?
She really did.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no.
Junkrat, you got a tiny person on your shoulder.
I'm gonna fix this. I'm gonna fix this so you can look like you're sitting on
Oh
my
god,
shoulder. There you
I'm stuck on the dog too.
Okay.
Oh god.
So yeah, it was.
I got
Oh
stuck on
God,
the dog too.
bungalow. It does not look good from my angle.
Oh god.
Now kiss.
He's fucking the dog.
No, he's too far forward for that. The dog's literally coming out of his
You know he's
butt.
back fucking the dog.
The dog's coming out of his ass.
So you see that guy over there named TD?
Story.
Yeah.
Stop making rumors, Ramen, stop making rumors again.
I just remembered my story.
How do you help in this situation? Oh my god.
It looks like he's trying to toe dance or tap dance.
Alexander Hamilton.
God damn it, not your
Oh, I feel like cringe.
Yes,
You
who
live Frosted? It's
dies? Who
almost
tells
midnight where I
us?
live. It's like 30 minutes to midnight where I live. Isn't that like past midnight where you live?
Oh shit, it's 12:30 at night. You're right. Okay. I lost track of time. So I think it's about that time.
I don't have a story.
Yeah, it's my turn for you to go.
You have a story.
I have a story.
All right. Can I have your attention?
So ugly that everybody died.
Can I have your attention?
I have a story.
Yeah. What's up, Frosty?
I'm actually getting ready to sign off. We'll call it a night. It's been it's 12:30 in the morning for me, so I have to go to sleep. I do stream
East Coasters.
I know.
Yeah.
I do. I do.
Ew, get out of here, you East Coasters.
Well, I do stream on. I do stream on YouTube.
Podcast, dude.
I do stream on YouTube. Check it out if you guys haven't seen it already. YouTube Super T. And you. Anyways, yeah, I stream on.
I think it is.
I stream on YouTube. It's Frosty Freaks on YouTube. You
gotta wait.
You can see it on there.
You lucky bitch.
So I thank you guys very much for watching. People in the chat, thank you guys very much for watching. You two that have been very active. Woo! No problem. And I'll see you guys later. You guys have a beautiful night. Stay frosty, my friends, and game on.
Yeah.
Ooh, I did game on. Usually the other one is keep moving forward. Night. Have a good night, everybody.
Who's that?
Oh yes, like the video as well.